How's it going, guys? Mutant XP back on the mic. And so we have come to the time, the start of Jazzy Fight Night 2. And so first up on tonight's fight card is going to be two relatively new up-and-coming players. And so we're going to have on one side Teardrop Jones, aka ShivaJones, from NYC, taking on WadeLocal, Alex player from Wisconsin, part of the Scrub Series group. And so commentating live with me on this PS4 set is going to be the PS4 rep, VankaBot. How's it going, Vanka?
Amazing, dude. I'm pumped for the set, man.
All right, so we're just going to go ahead and invite Vanka here. Let's see if he's on yet.
Just about.
And so as we're waiting to get VankaBot in the lobby, VankaBot, I know you touched on it a little bit on the pre-show, but tell us a little bit about these competitors.
Yeah, so these guys are both friends of the VankaBot channel. They're both players that I played primarily on the PS4 platform, not before that. And I think it's going to be a really even set. They're players that they're both at a point in their game where I'm not sure how comfortable they're going to be in this matchup, whether ShivaJones fighting Alex or Wade fighting Akuma. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of curious to see how they grow and change their approach throughout the course of the set, because I feel like at first it's going to be a little bit touch and go, and then as things go, they're going to have to get a feel for each other's play style and make some changes. I really hope it's going to be a close one. I think it might be.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the Alex, since you're an Alex player, Vanka, what are some insights that you might, be able to supply as far as, your own personal approach to the Goki matchup?
Well, it's funny. I talked to Wade about this a little bit, but usually when I fight Akuma, I think it's true of a lot of Alex players, neutral jump is really strong because it blows up a lot of his air fireballs and his dive kicks. The thing about ShivaJones, he doesn't really use those that much. He really likes to play on the ground and, play like he's playing a Shoto. Low forwards. He uses a lot of standing fierce on the ground. Mm-hmm. And so it's kind of, it's going to be kind of hard for Wade to jump, I think, because Shiva has pretty decent anti-airs. And likewise, Alex's buttons on the ground are going to get beat by Akuma's far fierce. So I'm kind of interested to see how this is going to play out in that respect. But yeah, I really wish I could give Wade some better advice. But I think that Wade's a smart enough player. He's going to be able to get a feel for it as well as anybody could. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can get this invite here. Let me see where I can find it. UNXP, excellent.
So as we get the lobby set up, guys, remember that we are running a Matcherino for tonight's Jazzy Fight Night. Remember, all players get paid out. And also a little bit extra cheese for the players involved in Jazzy Fight of the Night. Remember, everyone who votes for Jazzy Fight of the Night will be automatically entered to win a 5-sticker set from Creative Flame. Shout out to Creative Flame. They're Dwight's doing some good stuff over there. And so I think we're there, guys. And so
we're there.
Go ahead and oh wait, I shouldn't have readied up. I gotta do that. Wait,
you can ready it down. You can just press the button again to ready it down. There you go.
Okay, so I think there you go. Hopefully they gave me time to spectate. All right. Okay.
All right,
so we are set, guys. First to 10, ShivaJones versus WadeLocal. Let's go.
Okay, so
were you able to spectate?
There's no character lock.
Yeah, no character. Were you able to spectate?
I'm watching.
Okay, great, awesome. All right.
Okay.
And so game one.
Nice punish there in the whiffed air fireball.
Nice block on wake up by ShivaJones.
Wow! Wade going low there. I like it. Yeah. Control space here in the corner.
Oh, no punish off that.
With crouching medium punch. Definitely. Sweet, that is. Okay, got right back into the corner with the EX slash elbow. Wake up DP, get the fuck off. You. Okay. Couldn't have comboed that high without having super. Wow, very dominant first round there for Wade.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, wow. Standing fierce beats the EX slash elbow. Okay, that Tatsu was safe with that spacing against Alex. I wonder if Wade has punishes on heavy kick Tatsu.
Nice block.
Okay, small ice leader for ShivaJones.
Good job of Teardrop Jones for punishing that dash in. But Teardrop Jones, I could already tell. I think a problem he's going to have in the set, Vanka, is maximizing his punishes. He's got to get a lot of damage. He's got to make the most of every opportunity. Ooh, that boot!
On the roundhouse. Okay, he really delayed there, but didn't get what he wanted. Nice punish from Wade. Wow, Wade looking so clean tonight.
But Shiva definitely making it hard for Wade.
He's got a shot here.
Oh, that could have been it! Oh, no!
Oh, he didn't DP! That was such a good
opportunity. Oh, my goodness! ShivaJones.
All right, round 3 is only the freaking first game. Okay, I like that. That's fierce, but no punish there from ShivaJones. I believe he could have swept that. Okay, he's trying to poke with the standing fierce again. That's what Shiva likes a lot, is that poking that standing fierce.
Yeah, but he shouldn't do it too much. That's not that hard to get parried. Okay, nice. But again, look, again, Venka, got to do Tatsu, right?
Okay, trying to pin him down with some fireballs here a little bit. So like Shiva's been working on that. He's spacing him a little bit. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, I don't believe they have a Akuma player at Scrub Series. Okay, just chipping with these fireballs. That's not safe. Wood could have EX slashable that fireball at that range. Block. Okay.
Nice block.
Oh, was that a punish? What? That looks like a punish.
Oh, the low medium? No.
Yeah, that can't be a punish. But I think Wade was messing around.
Oh, wow. Gosh, sure you. Oh, it could have had damage.
Wow!
Oh, no.
Right, power bomb. Oh, you want a super so bad.
Oh, there we go. Wow. The super. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad... I'm pretty sure that super would have chipped. Maybe, yeah, maybe not. I don't know. All right, so ShivaJones, shaky, but again, able to eke out the win. WadeLocal, looking to see what kind of adjustments he makes in the next game.
I'm really impressed to see that ShivaJones has been really peppering in those fireballs, those air fireballs. And in my experience, Shiva's kind of uncomfortable with those. He's kind of seems like his spacing is something he's still learning on those. But I think that Wade's gonna have some trouble punishing them. Go ahead and ready up Shiva if you don't mind, so we can get this next game underway. It's his first to 10.
I should put like a specific time limit, right? But then that's weird because different platforms have different times, right? Yeah. I should just make a rule. When I say go, you go.
When I say move, you move.
So it's gonna be ShivaJones taking an early 1-0 lead versus WadeLocal.
Okay, here we go.
All right, now change of scenario, change of scenery, New York. Jazzy NYC.
That's not safe. But he didn't have Btran to punish it with. That wasn't a punish there. ShivaJones went for some nonsense.
Okay,
missed the combo.
Ooh, that damage, Venka.
It's tough for Kuma in this matchup. Alex is such a huge damage dealer. Well spaced around his Tatsumaki. Not a whole lot else can do about that. Wow! Controls the corner with jumping fierce. That's such a great tool. For all of Alex's weaknesses, man, his jumping fierce is so good.
That high damage output, Venka.
So much damage. And that is a huge hitbox. Again, so great at controlling jump out to the corner.
Yeah.
Okay, lots of jumps in and out with these fireballs. Wade's gonna just basically, if Shiva keeps this up, Wade can definitely just stand there and block and find a way through these fireballs.
Yeah. And so Teardrop Jones has to be cognizant of that and start, varying up his air attack.
Exactly.
Pepper in some dive kicks, a couple hurricanes.
Wow, so far standing fierce.
Almost done here.
Oh, it's not safe. There you go. Good shit, Wade.
Ties it up 1-1.
Very quick second game there. Yeah, I think Shiva needs to fall back on what he's comfortable with. I feel like this jump in, jump out wasn't really working for him there. And likewise, that Tatsu was unsafe at the very end. Now, it's kind of interesting how, unlike a lot of characters, Alex can block Akuma's roundhouse Tatsu crouching, which means he can punish it a lot easier than many characters can, but it's with a grab at the end. But we've seen ShivaJones kind of spacing them out on the ground pretty well so that Alex can't punish them. Which could be, if he could keep doing that, that could be pretty strong in this set. Alright, scores 1-1. To my knowledge, ShivaJones only plays Akuma, but Wade does have a pretty strong Q as well if the going gets tough. But I think that his Alex looks so strong tonight, I think it would be a mistake to go Q.
Okay, so Teardrop Jones. Shiva
wow, the Atom Bomb!
Already being a little more aggressive there.
Okay, controls the jump with the light kick slash elbow. Out of the corner. Whoa, interesting. Good block, that's not safe, there's the punish. Right?
So one thing that I can already tell with ShivaJones is he needs to do a better job of building meter. And so notice how Shiva just doesn't seem comfortable pressing buttons in the neutral. And so
yeah, I was thinking that same thing.
Work on that. Okay, there you go. Oh, wake up stomp.
Alex out. That's the thing. He's not pressing enough buttons to keep Alex out effectively.
Yeah. So, you know, pepper in some standing strongs. You know.
I like how Wade beat the neutral jump. There's a punish. Wow, good shit, Wade. Yo, Wade's really been leveling up. That's not safe because that's spacing. Akuma's fireballs are some of these long recovery of any
Wow,
show.
nice counter hit though by Shiva. Oh, he could have sweeped that.
Okay, once again, a good punish that as well, but he's not looking for that. He's just, I'm not sure how comfortable he is with the Alex matchup. Interesting trade, small life leader for Wade. Okay, none of the fireballs are safe against Alex.
Wow, what a punish! Oh, that's
good control of the corner.
Oh,
very
no.
smart.
He should have done what's that called? The air thing. What do you call that?
He wanted the early smash, but because of his charge, he didn't get all the way. He got the EX slash instead. Happens to me all the time.
All right, so Wade, it's only 3 games, so there's plenty of time.
Yeah, I hope that ShivaJones is keeping a cool head and kind of being analytical here, because right now Wade's looking pretty overpowering. But I know that ShivaJones has the wherewithal to take a step back and.
Well, okay, so remember, right? You know, if Alex is going to keep jumping in on Goki, Goki has probably one of the best anti-airs, right? DP super.
Yeah, fierce. Fierce.
So it's even more imperative for ShivaJones to continue to try and build more meter as the round progresses, and so he's gonna have to just let it go and press some buttons.
Yeah, that's what we can do here. Okay, we went for
maybe not that move to begin with.
I got parry with no punish. Okay, that fierce does a lot of damage, but got a very long start with that spacing. There we go. There's a little punish on the startup of it.
The problem with Shiva's strategy right now is he's walking himself into the corner, and so nice punch there though.
You can parry that once and hit medium kick.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, misses EX. Wade.
Oh, it's a punish. No, you didn't get the roundhouse.
Nice.
Whoa, here we go.
Shore you into super. Okay.
Let's go, Shiva. Even it up, dude. Okay, I got the little mix up there with the demon flip.
Nice little medium check.
Oh, whoa! I was surprising him that he shoot the fireball.
Shiva's got to get out of the corner here. Okay, Shore you.
Oh, it's not safe. Okay, no punish from Wade.
Oh, what a boost!
Wow! Okay, nice little juggle there from ShivaJones. Oh, got the punish! Once again, he's going for a lot of these jumping jabs. I like to see more jumping roundhouses. He's going to go for that jumping normal.
Oh, we could have murdered Goki there.
I don't think he wanted that dash up. Okay, good spacing on that. Oh, it's not safe.
Oh, we could have murdered him there too. Oh, he missed the EX air raid or whatever you call that. Knee smash. Okay.
Okay, it's a waste of burr. Oh, we got a bar left though. Oh!
Wow. What
right.
a round.
So I'm really impressed by Wade's control of the corner in this set so far. He really has a good sense of how to use Alex's towards medium punch and his jumping fierce to keep his opponent trapped there.
And to Shiva's credit, he recognizes that. Every time he feels like he's being pushed into the corner, Shiva tries to fight back.
Okay, but he didn't want that crouching medium kick. He wanted a standing medium kick. That's not safe. No slash elbow from Wade. That's not safe either. Okay, good patience here. Gotta make Wade throw. You got a cross up on the jumping fierce. Me and Asmo were just talking about that. He likes that jumping jab a lot. Jump back jab. Take gribs. Challenge. Got a shot here. Oh, no pressure. Oh, that was so unfortunate. That was so unfortunate.
Wow.
I can't believe that entire thing whiffed. That spacing was so awkward.
So the chat's saying that we're a little bit ahead of the game, Minka. How do we is there a quick fix for that? What are we doing?
Ahead of the game, huh?
So maybe put the sync offset a little bit?
Yes. You can always delay our audio if possible?
Yeah, delay our audio. Like how long? You think maybe like 1,000 milliseconds?
Yes, that would be a whole second. So let's hopefully, yeah, would be
so
enough.
Let's try and see if that works, guys. My apologies with that. We're gonna try and get the audio and the video synced up here. Just give us a sec. They're going right back into it though, guys.
What's up, Faust? Yo, got Shinebox in the chat? Oh, man.
All right, hopefully that is a little better. And so we got game 4. So WadeLocal is up 3-1 right now.
Oh, man.
Oh, this isn't looking good. Okay, Shiva's got to get out of the corner. Nice overhead.
Okay, so Wade's not blocking right now. Here we go.
Yeah, Wade's got to... Okay.
Good card grab with a punish. That was sick. Wake up DP super. Okay, nice punch on the Dagger there. Wasn't especially well spaced.
Oh, what a meaty. What a meaty.
Shiva's not that comfortable with the dives and the aerial movement, so good to see him trying some new stuff. Okay, nice punish there on the whiffed jumping fears, or standing fears.
Wade's doing a really good job of blocking these dive kicks. Well, he got hit with that one. Commentator's curse. Wow, wake up Shoryu.
Okay, once again, really good whiff punish there.
Oh no, you got to block in that position, teardrop.
Okay, that's not gonna be safe. Here's the slash.
What's gonna be the finish here? Oh wow, so smart. Oh, the fierce chop smacks the Tatsu. Oh my goodness. WadeLocal up 4-1. And so Venka, is this kind of how you saw the set going?
No, not at all. Not at all. I really expected, I really underestimated how much Wade has grown lately with this Alex. Like, his sense of Alex's tools is really, really impressive. I think that it's going to be an uphill battle for ShivaJones from here on.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. All right.
Yeah, Shiva is really no slouch, but I feel like he's trying some new stuff tonight, which is really important. I'm really appreciative of that. Glad he's kind of stepping out of his comfort zone and trying to apply more of Akuma's tools than he normally would. But I feel like, wow, Wade's punishes, he's not letting Shiva get away with anything. That's the thing, right? He's not letting Shiva really make any mistakes. Wow, round start sweep. Okay, here we go. So I like the way she was playing right now. Just staying on the ground, playing with what he knows. A little bit of a neutral here. But he's walking into the corner, though. There you go. Dash up grab, catches him. Wow, I don't think Wade wanted that, what's that move called? DDT. Red parry, sick. Didn't get the rest of the parries after it, though. Nice anti-air. Here we go. Oh, okay, good spacing. Dash up sweeps. Interesting teleport.
Yeah, see, you know, Teardrop's doing a good job of tagging Wade, but just not getting enough damage. Oh, see there.
Not enough! No punish out! Wow, once again, there's no way that's a punish.
No, it's not.
That's crazy to me that, I wonder what Wade's trying there.
He might be standing up, trying to back away or something. All right, Tech. Shiva's getting in the corner now. He could have punished that jump.
He could have punished that, but I can't blame him for not punishing. How often do you see Alex use that tool? Here we go.
Okay, nice to avoid the
nice punish from Wade.
Yeah.
Oh, no block.
Oh my god, this is why you block those jump fierces, Venka.
It's hard, though.
It's not worth it, man.
I appreciate that it's hard to block it.
It's not worth it.
I think a lot of players disrespect, how much Alex mixed up the timing on that button. You can really make it very hard for you to parry. Well, you have to block it, but it's, when you block it, you're not allowed to block them, which is really frustrating, especially in the corner.
Yeah, the risk-reward ratio is not in your favor sometimes.
Yeah, I think it really is a matter of, matchup familiarity. A lot of players don't really appreciate just how much Alex mix up that timing on that jumping fears. It's not as easy to parry as you would think.
Oh, wake up, stop again. It's like the third time he's got hit by that.
Yeah, that wake up stomp has interesting properties. When he's in the air with it, all of his legs are a hitbox. That's not safe. There's a punish.
Uh-oh, here comes, what's the decision? Teleport?
Oh, okay. Once again, it punishes the whiff standing fears. Oh, no. Oh, wow, he wanted
wow. That completely whiffed that move. Wow. Okay, so it's 5-1 Wade.
This is very interesting to see. Again, I mentioned before the set even started that ShivaJones loves that standing fierce, and we're seeing how that recovery in that move is working to his disadvantage. Like once you whiff that thing, man, you are in serious shit. Wade's not letting him whiff it. He will get in there and get that grab. He will get a punish.
Venka, that jump fierce hurts. I'm telling you guys, if you're gonna pick up third strike, do not get into the habit of trying to air parry or parry that jump fierce. That's not a very good investment, Venka. Right?
Yeah, I mentioned earlier that again, for all of Alex's weaknesses to the character, his jumping fierce is really ridiculous. Especially the shallow jump arc. It's kind of hard to dash under it. Like it's really very oppressive. We got Scrub Series. Ethan is legend. Fody3S. Tron Swanson supporting the boy WadeLocal.
Dude, they all came out. That's what I like to see, Venka. Support your boys. All right.
That is so much damage to Standing Fierce, but again, it's got a lot of recovery and quite a bit of startup as well. If you can punish that, you can look forward that. I think you actually went for it, but you missed the timing. That's not safe, but it has no meter.
I definitely think one of the things Shiva needs to do in the lab is practice more combos. And just, try to get more out of the character.
It's a good trade for Wade here. Kept ShivaJones in the corner. That's not safe. That dive kick spacing, that height. Did jump cribs. Gets to kill. Looking confident.
So if I were Shiva right now, Venka, I would just start, being a little more aggressive. Just a tad bit more on the aggression meter, right?
We're seeing him doing that right about now. He really got challenged out of that jab, for instance, of the tick. Okay,
Yeah,
catching Wade coming in.
Low medium Hondo again. That's got to be a Tatsu, Venka. There's so much damage being left. There you go.
Okay. Okay.
Wade's gonna punish those standing fierces sooner or later.
Oh wow!
That was sick. The movement. All right, so Shiva, a little bit more aggressive there.
Oh, that's not safe.
Maybe mix up some command grabs. I don't know. With the
He didn't want to get tipped there.
Oh no, that's not good.
Oh, he was just going from corner to corner.
If Alex jumps at you, just shore you super. Oh.
Oh, here we go.
That's the punish.
Jump in. No, bad punish. It's all right.
There you go. Shore you on wake up.
Wow. Oh, how did that not combo?
Yeah, it's too far. Oh, and the stomp again. The stomp again. Oh
yeah, so far we've seen ShivaJones lose to the stomp on account of him mistiming his aerial meaties. In that case, he really did lose it because Alex has an invincible, he has no hurt box on his feet when he's waking up as a stomp.
Wow. That was unfortunate. So Shiva's got to watch out for that wake up stomp now. What do you think, Venka? He's got to be a little bit more cautious on the approach.
When you're fighting Alex, especially as a Shoto, wake up stomp can be an interesting thing to deal with because it will blow up any low button from any character, and Shotos love that crouching medium kick on wake up or crouching short. But in ShivaJones' case, he actually would be beating stomp in his previous exchanges if only he were timing his aerial meaties better. He's mistiming his aerial meaties and he's getting blown up by these aerial stomps, which is not something you oftentimes see on a wake up situation. That being said, I did mention earlier it's kind of like a learner's match, so that's something that ShivaJones has to work on for sure is his meaty timings. Okay, so WadeLocal just has all these amazing reads at the start of the round. He has guessed right so many times. In that case, he caught ShivaJones dashing up with the standing medium punch at the start of the round. He has a punch on the whip sweep. There's stun. That's it.
Yeah, wow. That was it.
Okay, here we go. Okay, it's, again, big damage. Kind of risky. Okay. So Wade's trying to beat these standing fierces with the sweep, which is very smart. Oh no! Okay, there's the tick grab. Okay, a little lags back there. That's not a punish, but Wade is not blocking after his slash elbows. He saw before that ShivaJones. Here we go! Oh, he dropped the punish. All right. He saw before that ShivaJones doesn't know how to punish these supers. Once again, it beats the high dive kick. The high dive is oh, nice parry! He's into the kill. Wow. WadeLocal with the come up.
So it's 7-1 Wade. And so I heard in the chat that I'm a little low, so can everyone hear me now in the chat?
Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3.
Let me know if you guys can hear me. Hear me in the chat. All right. Game sound is low. All right. Just up that a little bit then.
Wow.
All right.
parry on the toward medium punch. Well, I think that's towards fierce in the Akuma's overhead.
Okay. All right. So that should be good, guys.
That's not safe. There's a punish on the Tatsumaki. Yeah, Alex is kind of privileged because of his height. He can stand block Akuma's tattoos and makes it much easier for him to punish those. Okay, good block there from Wade. Wow, good block from ShivaJones. That's a big damage punish.
Oh, that hurts so much, Vanka.
Yeah, when you whiff a sweep as Alex is jumping, he has a big advantage of Alex's shallow jump arc, is that he can really punish her grounded whiffs from the air.
Alright.
Might look pretty confident here. It's 7-1, Locust. Needed it is, dude.
So let's see if Shiva can get another one on the board here.
Right, whiff into EX Slash Level. Pretty strong tool for Alex. It's not easy for Akuma to punish. A lot of red parry.
Alright, so it's 8-1.
Wade looking extremely strong in this set.
So Vanka, you've played a lot of sets before. And, you know, I don't know, obviously, you know, how well you do varies on the player that you play. But if you've ever been in a situation where you're like 8-1, like what should Shiva be thinking right now? You know, what do you think should be his goals right now?
ShivaJones' goals need to be to basically slow things down. Like on the one hand, he has to be more aggressive, but he has to distance himself psychologically so we can get a broader look at what's going on and why he's losing. Sometimes that can just be a matter of creating the time to do that. For instance, even on the character select screen, that can be a time we could kind of re-examine what's hitting me. Why am I getting so blown up? In ShivaJones' case, I think that he needs to, you know, be more, you know, in my mind, go back to what he knows best, which is the ground game. He's losing a lot of these dive kick situations where he's kind of ducking too high and Wade will block it and punish. And of course, you don't want to be grounded as Akuma for too terribly long. But in this case, I think that he's taking his time to try some new stuff, which again, I think is really great. I think that he's losing a lot of these situations to his unfamiliarity with the air fireballs and the dive kicks.
Okay. All right, so let's see what Shiva can do about some of those issues here. So a good block there by Shiva, though. Now he's got to get out of the corner. Okay. That neutral jump has not been working. Shiva's got to try something else to get to deal with Wade's jump-ins.
Okay. I like that raw Tatsumaki.
That could have been Shoryu when Wade jumped.
No, I'm looking at a misspaced dive kick there, but Wade didn't punish. Good throw tech. Control the corner with the crouching fear.
Nice pickup. Oh, and the meaty standing medium. That was a good option by Wade there. Okay. Okay, nice.
Wow.
There you go. How about some grabs? You know, I don't know how many grabs I've seen Shiva go for. Car grabs.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, nice block there. Wade, a little late with that jump fierce. Oh, he wasn't late there. No, he's gonna win. Oh, stop again.
The atom bomb.
Wow, WadeLocal, one game away from taking this 10-1 against ShivaJones. Let's see if ShivaJones can get on the board, guys. Let's all give ShivaJones a little bit of our energy.
Let's go, Shiva.
I think at this point Shiva just needs to just kind of go in a little bit, you know. Get a little silly.
He's spacing them so well, and again, Alex cannot punish the roundhouse Tatsumaki if he blocks it at you know, even mid range. If he lands really close, Alex can grab it. But aside from that, Alex can't really do anything about it. Wade is really kind of having his way, and I think that these Tatsumakis could just kind of slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, embrace the Goki, Shiva. Wow, wake up, Shoryu! This guy!
That was sick. I like the
Tatsu. Tatsu when he dive kicks. Oh, okay, nice pickup though by Wade there. Oh, grab. Oh,
the
my
fierce.
goodness. Jump in. Oh,
Yeah, if he was
my.
going to he's going to have to anti-air with the fierce uppercut.
Yeah.
Because of the iframes.
You know, anti-airs like standing roundhouse, they're just too slow. Oh, wow. You see the range on that, Venka?
Okay, wow.
Okay. Good patience by the both of them in the pocket.
Interesting how Alex didn't trade with that Tatsumaki there.
Oh, he almost he avoided danger again. This is looking like a pretty good round. Oh no!
Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. All right. Oh my God!
Yeah, there it
Lost
is.
chip there. This is Shiva's shot.
Okay.
Why did that one like that? Okay. Shiva's walking back in the corner, and he's not confident controlling his space here.
He's got a Tatsu. Tatsu. Oh, okay. That works too.
Nice parry, but didn't get much of a punish there. Oh, here we go. A little baby punish there. EX slash right back in. That's a bad habit of mine. Oh, here's a punish. Oh, he didn't get the punish there. Not looking good for ShivaJones. These trades are not in his favor.
Nice, being a little more aggressive there. Wow.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Good mix-up.
oh, and the meaty WadeLocal takes it 10-1.
Yeah, I really expect that to be a little bit closer, but I really underestimated just how much Wade has leveled up lately. Like, that Alex looking so clean. Good game to ShivaJones and Wade.
Good games to both of those players. Again, it's a learning experience, right, Venka? Not everyone is godlike in a short amount of time. And so my word of advice to Teardrop Jones: get in the lab, man. Get more comfortable pressing some buttons. Just kind of embrace the character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I would like to see ShivaJones working on his spacing for his aerial moves. Like I mentioned before the match even started, that ShivaJones historically is not really that into dive kicks and fireballs. And I think that I was happy to see him trying some stuff there and kind of getting a feel for it. That being said, Wade was just too ready to punish every mistake. The high dive kicks got thrown. The whip fireballs got punished when he landed. It was also, I feel like he was kind of getting a feel for ShivaJones' over fixation on the aerial game, like trying to jump back and forth. So I think that the next move for ShivaJones, from my perspective, is to get a much better sense of how to use the second dimension, the jumps and the aerial, Akuma's aerial moves to his advantage, and rather than just sort of putting them out there and hoping for the best.
so we got the champ in the house, Venka. We got none other than Ryan B in the Twitch chat. How's it going, Ryan? And so, shout outs to the champ, gracing us with his presence. And so, hopefully both these players come back stronger and keep playing Third Strike, guys. So before we go ahead.
Can we get some GGs from ShivaJones?
And so Venka, for people who have the PS4 and want to, give Third Strike a try, where can they play? Talk to me. Where can they play?
They can play at, there's a stream that I like to hang out on sometimes called twitch.tv/Venkabot. I guess on that channel they stream Third Strike every Tuesday on PS4. It's a pretty decent platform to play. If you guys are interested in Third Strike and you guys are PS4 players, whether you're new or returning players, no platform is without its flaws. And the version of 30th, the version of 3S on 30th, the net play is not the best, but it's definitely a whole lot of fun. I play it every single week, and it's a great way to kind of get into the game if you're interested in playing 3S.
Well, thank you so much, Venka, for dropping by and doing commentary with me. And so, guys, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, but when we come back, we're going to go to Steam, guys. We're headed to Steam, and we're going to have G-Type versus Everdred. And so we're going to take a 5-minute break to set it up, but don't go anywhere, guys.
Let's go.
Jazzy Fight Night coming your way.
choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time for you to get into the character. You hit or lose or hit or win, I'm only asking you. Either you beat him or get beaten like an amateur. Either you drive or you get driven like a passenger. The fight's around the corner, so pick the one you want to. Represent your way, go head to head with your opponent. Feel it in the air, tension is electric. The glory's imminent, this is something epic. It's for one of you, so what you gonna do? When your enemy is standing right in front of you, are you gonna lose, or are you gonna prove to everyone that never thought you win that you can rule? Cause everything is in your hands, you control it. And everything that is the past, it is over. This is now, this is everything that is. So you better make the right pick. Select the one to fight with. Get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with. Get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with. Get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with. Get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yes, sir. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time for you to get into the character. You hit or lose or hit or win, I'm only asking you. Either you beat him or get beaten like an amateur. Either you drive or you get driven like a passenger. The fight's around the corner, so pick the one you want to. Represent your way, go head to head with your opponent. Feel it in the air, tension is electric. The glory's imminent, this is something epic. It's for one of you, so what you gonna do? When your enemy is standing right in front of you, are you gonna lose, or are you gonna prove to everyone that never thought you win that you can rule? Cause everything is in your hands, you control it. And everything that is the past, it is over. This is now, this is everything that is. So you better make the right pick. Select the one to fight with. Get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with. Get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with. Get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with. Get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yes, sir. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time for you to get into the character. You hit or lose or hit or win, I'm only asking you. Either you beat him or get beaten like an amateur. Either you drive or you get driven like a passenger. messenger. Fights around the corner, so pick the one you want to. Represent your way, go head to head with your opponent. Feel it in the air, tension is electric, the glory's imminent. This is something epic, at least for one of you. So what you gonna do when your enemy?
Good evening, guys. It's Mutant XP back on the mic, coming at you with more Jazzy Fight Night number 2. Joining me now is my co-commentator, Frankie BFG. How's it going, Frankie?
What's going on, everybody? Everything's going good.
And so, Frankie, the time has come for Steam's contribution to tonight's card. And so, on 30th Steam, we're going to have Makoto Specialist, the G-Type, taking on one of the first of two Remy legends that are gracing our program tonight. And so I'm talking about Everdred, long-time Third Strike player, one of the very first players to really pick up, these, I guess what we would call outlier characters, Frankie. And
Yes,
so, before we get started, maybe, Frankie, you could tell us a little bit about this matchup and, what you kind of expect to see out of it and what you hope to see.
I am hoping to see Everdred really show his veteranness. If I could say that. Veteranness. What ends up happening in this match is Remy can keep Makoto out pretty well with fireballs. But the problem is that Makoto does a good job of mucking the match up, and G-Type good execution, and he can muck up the match really well. Everdred and Remy, I think, have the tools to beat Makoto in a first to 10, but it's gonna take Everdred to keep a calm head when things go south.
Yeah,
and they're gonna go south because it's Makoto.
And to not overreact, right, Frankie? Not overreact. Yeah. And to not overreact, right, Frankie? Like, sometimes you get hit by stuff.
Yep. And it's gonna happen. They're going to be entire rounds where nothing's gonna make sense, and the decision he made was shitty. Because Makoto makes it so. Gotta keep your head, for the next round, because those rounds are inevitable with Makoto at every level.
Yeah.
Like, they're just gonna be rounds where she does everything correctly, and so you gotta respond with a calm head. So we gotta see if Everdred's willing to do that.
All right, guys. So real quickly, tail of the tape, G-Type versus Everdred. And so remember, it's not character lock, although I don't really foresee any of these two players switching characters. Everdred obviously been playing since forever, and G-Type with 10 years of experience under his belt. And so I think we're ready. I'm going to go ahead and spectate. Make sure I press the right button. All right. And so I think are you ready, Frankie? Can you see the...
I'm looking at it.
All right, awesome.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so you go.
So
So either player can get started. Oh, there you go. Here we go,
right.
Frankie. Makoto versus Everdred, one of the first of two Remy matchups that we have for you tonight on Jazzy Fight Night.
Now, one of the things that you told me about the Makoto matchup is that you want to be close to her.
Yeah.
A little bit closer to her than people like to be.
Yeah, within her dash range. Because if you just hover outside, right, she can dash in safely at you then,
Right, exactly.
You want to be able to punish and shut down Makoto's dash-ins. And the only way to do that is you got to get in there, right?
So that's why Remy's low fireballs are going to be important.
Definitely. And so, all right. Let's get started with this match here.
Starting off, and the Everdred's playing pretty far away. And just like that, he's kind of in the corner. So it's just like you said, you don't want to be too far.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I like that escape, though, with the cold blue kick.
Yeah. Oh, no, the reverse Nage. What's going to happen? Yeah, see, he's playing a lot better now that G-Type's going to force close combat. But every time he's trying to run away, it just doesn't work out well.
Yeah, so that round wasn't that bad,
Yeah.
At least
I'd
not
like to
for
see a little
Everdred.
bit more low fireballs. Yeah. Because you can do stuff like low short into low fireball and just to keep her there, you know? And all of that is pretty safe, even if it gets parried. Oh no, he just did the flash kick, gets thrown. Oh, that was a dangerous cold blue kick.
Oh shit.
Oh. Nice. I like the low shorts. You can follow that up with the fireball just to keep her there. Right now, Everdred. Oh, nice cold blue kick shenanigans. Oh no, loses the air to air. Trades universal overheads. Gets the air to air that time with the clean tree piece finish.
All right, nice answer there.
All right. Remy's fully stocked, but so is Makoto, and she only really needs one touch.
Okay, nice confirm there.
Yeah. Nice air to air by G-Type. Nice dash under, which is pretty favorable for Remy. Now he doesn't have to deal with super, but he's just losing health. Oh, that was sneaky. Very sneaky.
Yeah. So guys, if you're experiencing guys, if you're experiencing any audio delays, it might be me, but it's probably Steam 30th anniversary has a glitch that sort of desyncs the audio, and so
Yikes.
apologies for that. It is what it is. All right.
All right, game 2.
So G-Type up 1-0 so far.
Switch is its color.
It might
See
work
if that
out.
helps him mentally. Yeah. All right, nice cold blue kicks.
Okay.
He's like testing him. Oh, but you know you gotta always charge down. You know, especially when you're blocking Makoto, because that's the one thing that can hurt. Can punish Hayate reliably. Nice. Oh, a little stronger than super. Very nice. Now he's got to be good offensively. You can't just stay there. Oh my god, that was wonky. That was so wonky. Nice clutch out. Finds himself in the corner. Now he has to deal with Makoto. Nice double parry, but he couldn't get the punish. Air to air again reigns supreme. Nice backdash. Can't get nothing out of it though. Both guys jockeying in the middle of the stage. Gets the neutral nage. Oh, that was the opposite leg. Oh, alright, he gets the neutral. And the neutral grab into up kicks. Oh, he's using the high fireball. I don't know why.
EX Hayate is so
get
good,
it.
Frankie. I mean, it's so good.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why you want to do low fireballs, like the low sonic booms, because I can just beat it out, but it's not working out right now.
So good.
He seems adverse to that option. Like I would be going to that a lot if I was in this matchup. It's pretty safe, you know. Even if it can trade in your favor too. Like all those nice. Good punish by Everdred. Uh-oh, he's turning it on. Oh, that could have been 100%. That could have been it. G-Type lets Everdred live. Oh boy, if he had the meter. If he had the meter, that overhead. Everdred with a nice stand medium kick. Pushing him out, pushing G-Type out.
Wow, what an interrupt of the EX Hayate. That was sick.
Wow.
the hell
That stand
did he do
short
that?
just said, nah. No thank you.
How the hell did
Very
he do
nice.
that?
I don't know, he believed.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be stuck there. It worked out. That's what you have to be. You have to be very active in order to stop Makoto or make it uncomfortable for her. And Remy has good tools to be active and safe at the same time. That's why I don't think it's terrible. He has the low shorts. He has the low fireballs, the cold blue kicks, overheads, stand medium kick. He has a lot of things that he can just press pretty safely. Game. Tree. Everdred ties it up. Nice. Oh, they're slugging now.
Yeah.
Oh, and Makoto wins the slugfest. It's weird, right? It's a balance of activity and patience. You know, you don't want to slug it out. Being active and slugging it out are two different things. Everdred's finding that pocket though. Looks like he's settled down. Oh, interesting. Crowdtron House beats it out. Nice stand fierce, double stand fierce. Take a drink. Oh.
Okay.
Nice.
Go.
Everdred answering back. This was that veteranness I was talking about.
Yep.
Oh, cold blue. Cold blue. Abusing the cold blues now, which is good.
And again, guys, we don't really know what the quality of the connection is, but it should be good. These guys aren't that far away from one another.
Yeah. And they're not missing anything, you know? Everything's looking... Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Oh, my God. Sweeples.
It was a freeze there.
Yeah.
The connection
Right.
went a little awry there. Oh, I'm sorry, Katie. Oh, wow. That almost looked like a whiff punish. Like,
Yeah, it did. He might have dashed into the crouch medium kick. Crouch medium punch.
I agree with you.
Oh.
Like, if you had to put together like a third strike beginner's guide, like one of the first things would be like parry cold blue kick.
Oh no. Wow, and G-type.
Maybe not the EX one.
No, EX one, yeah. You avoid the EX one,
Yeah.
but you parried all the other ones. You gotta parry them.
All right, so it's 2-1 G-type, I believe.
2-1 G-type. After messing up the 100%, he still pulls it out. It's really interesting. Everdred has to be a little bit more patient when they're scrumming, you know. When they're skirmishing next to each other, he has to pick better, safer options. And you have to guess parry against Makoto too with Remy.
Okay, I got you.
So you got to find a way out of the pressure.
All right, so let's see if Everdred tries any of that stuff. See if he tries to be a little more mindful of his offense here. Okay, nice Kara grab. Wow.
There we go. Nice.
That was walk up Kara grab.
Yeah, it's deep.
To give it the impression that it's like.
Oh, nice meaty. There goes
Nice
that cold
check.
blue escape you were talking
Oh
about.
my god.
Oh yeah, this is it.
See, this is.
You got to be responsible in the scrum. No, he's almost dead. Nice stand short. I like that. I like that move. Oof, almost.
Wow.
Oh no, this is it.
Okay.
Wow, nice backdash. Alright. G-type looking a little bit more aggressive now. He parries the stand fierce, doesn't get anything out of it. He's just running into everything.
Yep.
Everdred holding his place really well. Nice activity.
Did you see that overhead? Oh, interrupt the dash out.
Yeah.
See, there you go. Parry cold blue
Oh,
kick.
there we go.
It's done. Round
That's it.
3.
Should be the easy one. Aye.
Round
Oh.
3.
Oh.
This character. Patch, Capcom, please. 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 We've been waiting for 20 years for the patch. These SF5
Oh, damn.
players, man, they can't wait a whole season for a patch.
Dude.
We've been waiting 20 years for the patch, guys. All right, wake up, EX.
That's right. That's his patch.
That's some Shawshank Redemption shit.
That was his patch for sure. Fuck it.
Okay, back to the match. Alright. Oh wow, okay, the reset. Oh, that was so risky. G-Type could have just command grab. Command grab there too?
Yeah. Oh man. Alright. Everdred, you gotta stop being frisky.
Oh
Count your blessing.
my god.
Yeah.
I like the non-use of meter. Because now he can kill him.
Yeah.
Oh what?
Yeah.
I think he could have followed up there, right? With something after the Hayate?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
I think medium punch Hayate.
Yeah.
I think he can juggle medium punch Hayate.
Okay.
If not, reset with stand short, with towards short.
Alright, so it's 3-1. So,
3, 1. Man. And it's always off of something small, you know, like Everdred is making the bulk of the good decisions, but you know, G-Type is just taking advantage of the one. He's been getting one chance and making the most of it.
now what do you think of that decision by G-Type to not use the meter off of the first Karaksa?
I like it because it puts your opponent in a tough position. Like letting the EX Hayate rip off the first one, it kind of bails them out.
Yeah,
of
it bails them out a
the
little bit,
situation.
right? Because it's a reset.
Yeah. Yep.
Or a knockout.
So I like that. Uh-oh. Oh, again, Everdred.
So Everdred's defensive use of cold blue kick has been good, but not its offensive use.
The offensive use has left something to be desired.
What do you think should be the percentage of offensive defensive use of cold blue kick? Thank you.
91 defensive use.
91 defensive.
Yeah, you shouldn't be looking to, like, it should be a spacing tool, like a zoning tool, and not something that you're trying to rush down with. Cold blue kick is really good. Obviously, if you land it at the tip, it's +5, I think, or +6. And so you should be trying to land it right there where he just landed it. Those should be the cold blues.
Well, I could have anti-aired that too again.
Oof.
Oh, this is danger.
Yeah.
Okay, nice wake up there. Relax, relax. Why did he go in?
the
Why did he
jump
go
in,
in,
the jump in.
Frankie?
Yeah.
Why
I
did he
like
go
it.
in?
He had it. He's playing so well, and then
Why do you go in? Oh no. Okay, Everdred's got it's a long set, so Everdred's got I don't know if he has reservations at Red Lobster or something, but like, you know, he needs to buckle in here. This is one of those matchups, right, Frankie? Like, you're in for the long haul. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you gotta stay the course. Like, things are gonna go bad.
You gotta hunker
sometimes.
down. This is trench. This is trench warfare. Third strike. Okay. Okay. This is trench warfare. This is what this matchup is. Oh no! Don't play, guys. Please don't play. Please, or maybe we should let it ride. I don't know. Please don't play, guys.
I don't know.
Please don't play.
Maybe the life bars might be hyped too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay, guys. So, you know, for time purposes, if this happens again, we're just gonna read the life bars. Or I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe we should. Okay. I don't know. Just Frankie votes for life bars. Yeah, it started over, G-Type. Started over.
We could just infer what's happening with the life bars, but yeah.
So
yeah,
guys,
G-Type is trying to get Everdred to his cheddar biscuits as soon as possible.
So in the meantime, guys, remember, we're running a Matcherino. We're at almost $130 for tonight's show. Thank you so much for those of you who are donating to tonight's fight money. Remember, 100% of this goes to the players. Everyone gets paid out, including a little extra cheese for Jazzy Fight of the Night. And so remember, guys, you can begin voting for Jazzy Fight of the Night right before the final set. And remember, if you vote, you are automatically entered to win a 5 sticker pack from Creative Flame, Third Strike stickers. Shout outs to Creative Flame. You can also get some of their stickers through the Matcherino or go on their website. Also pick up a Jazzy shirt. You know, why not? Right? Why not? Okay,
Very
so
nice.
I think they might be creating a new lobby here, so I'm gonna see what I can do about that. Okay, another invite here.
Yeah, and again, you know, I mean, Everdred, he's making a lot of good consecutive decisions, and it's just that one that keeps that puts him in a bad spot. But you know, G-Type, he's really making those opportunities count.
Definitely. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and spectate once I get dropped down here. All right, looks like we're set, guys. Let's hope I can spectate this one. Let's go, big money, big money. Big money, there you go. So guys, I would suggest to G-Type and Everdred, if the lobby malfunctions again, just create a new lobby right away. I think it's going to be a lot faster. Alright guys, so it's game 6, 4-1.
And yeah, and where he's choosing to be offensive against Makoto is putting him in a bad spot too, you know? Like if she has her back to the corner, there's no reason to rush her down. You know, just stay away and let her come to you. Right now, that was excellent usage of the low. There we go. See those low fireballs there a lot. Back to the corner isn't the worst thing against Makoto as a Remy, because at least you're safe from the bullshit. Nice.
Oh, I think that was a grab actually. the close to the point blank LOV, aka the grab.
The grab. Nice. He clutches it out. Clutches it out.
But back in the day, you rode that, right?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
The opposite leg. Nice.
Dude, Ryan, I almost got some of them from Amazon, dude. Those Red Lobster cheddar biscuits. Oh my gosh! Shout outs to Flair and KO team.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness!
yeah,
It almost stunned
yeah,
you.
those shits from the box taste mad good.
Oh yeah. It's nothing like you get them at
Oh no. But
the Red Lobster cheddar biscuits.
decent replacement.
Woo! Can't use
That
it.
shit's special. She'll fuck up your life.
Oh wow! What a trade! Oh no super!
Oof.
Oh, we tried it again. Got cute. Oh, so you can punish that, Frankie. Low short super.
Yeah.
Just let it rip. I don't know. This is
Well, here we go.
all G-Type needs is one command
This is
grab.
it. Alright, adjust.
Oh, he could. Oh wow!
Nice.
He could have punched that one low short instead he did the overhead super.
I like
Oh
the side
wow, this is
switch.
gonna be EX.
Smart side switch. Oh, he gets it.
Oh, and he went for the he went for the
He
hard
went for the
shit
big boy
instead of
combo.
flash
He can do
kick.
the flash kick.
I
Look at
never
sending a
did.
message.
I see you, man.
Everdred sending a message.
I see you.
Good shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, dude. You know, one of the places I miss the most, and don't judge, guys. I know you're all gonna judge when I tell you this, but one of the places I miss the most of quarantine.
Pop. Is it Popeyes?
No, it's
Oh,
not
okay.
Popeyes. It's a Olive Garden. I'm sorry. I love Olive Garden, man. Don't judge me, dog. Don't judge me, guys.
They
You
do
know you can't beat Olive Garden. No.
the breadsticks are fire. What about?
The breadsticks and the
And
salad.
the salad is special, and it's it's all the meat too. They just keep trucking that shit out.
All right, you know what? Whoever wins this set, Frankie, I'm gonna take them out to their choice of Red Lobster or Olive Garden. Dude,
You're gonna get them a card. You're gonna get them a prepaid.
And then next time these two
Olive
go to
Garden.
New York, whoever wins this set,
Yeah.
Olive Garden or Red Lobster on me, dog. Okay, so back to the game. 4-2. G-Type up. First to 10. Okay, nice fierce. I love that normal, Frankie.
Yeah, it's good. Nice mid-sized
Damn,
box.
hit him with the toes.
Oof.
Hit him with the toes.
Again, those cold blue kicks.
These
Okay.
max range lights.
No, he's got to chill out now. See, now he's got to move
Oh,
back.
okay.
See, not bad because he doesn't have to deal with the super. Oh my god.
Oh, he baited that
Whoa.
flash kick by doing
That
nothing.
was sick.
That's when you know you're solid.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
So
wow,
late.
wow.
So late.
Wow. Wow. Yoka chick, no judgment, alright? Okay. Oh wow, nice again, escaping the corner.
The rush down's real.
High level
Now will he choose
Remy
to keep
strats
attacking
here.
or will... Alright. Nice.
Oh, and I like the side switch
Yeah,
though.
it's good.
Oh, but I like it too. Man, these two are
They
playing.
are speed chessing right now.
Oh no!
Oh,
See?
you gotta.
See,
You can't let. You can't get gassed up. You can't get gassed up.
You know what? Okay.
You gotta chill out.
I'm gonna get. I know for sure I'm gonna get hate with this comment. All right, Frankie. But when I play SA2 Makoto, I play it like I'm playing a platformer, dude. That's what I'm doing, dude. I'm playing like a platformer, man. I'm trying to be the most efficient, trying to get out of those spots.
Yep.
Can't test Makoto SA2. Especially a player who is proficient and almost never f's up the unblockable. That's like the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Like you feel so OP.
Yeah, the 100% is no joke. You can't fool around with that stuff. See, right now he should be moving back. You know.
That should have been a bigger punish, Frankie.
Yeah.
What do I know? Oh, nice. This is it.
Oh. All right.
Relax.
There we go.
I feel like something walky's gonna happen.
It's.
Oh, I thought that was super when he empty zone.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't that. I don't know what it.
Wow.
Oh, the dash up stand medium punch.
Dash up twice into the judo chop. Oh, Everdred back in the set 4-3.
Spicy.
Do not do. Once they heard about the Olive Garden, and the or Red Lobster, the level of play just increased.
Everdred said say no more. Oh, Red Lobster, say no more. Nice fighting his way back into it. 4-3.
I don't even know if G-Type has Red Lobster or Olive Garden where he lives.
So that's it. He doesn't know what he's missing. He doesn't know what he's fighting for.
That's the thing. That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
Nice true.
Next game. Can Everdred tie this up, Frankie? Okay. So whenever, Everdred, like rightfully so, right? When he gets hit by a move, he takes the more conservative approach, either backdashes or whatever. So as the Makoto, Frankie, what should the Makoto player do in response to that? Just kind of like hold your ground and just stay there, or just,
the thing is, if Makoto has the luxury of delaying, like if she delays her attacks, then she could chase down Remy's backdash.
Whoa, my, this is
wow, that was some wonky stuff.
Wow, that was some.
And another thing Makoto could do is use faster moves. So if you think they're trying to run away, do stuff like stand short into Hayate instead of low short. See, like
Okay,
that
nice
beat out
parry
the
into punish.
that's the stand short there beat out Everdred's escape. Oh, nice punish. Oh, good escape again. Everdred's very consistent with those escapes. He's punishing G-Type for his aggression, which is a good thing. Nice block. Wait, what's gonna happen?
Oh wow, nice standing strong. Was that standing strong?
Stand fierce, close stand fierce. Wild.
Fierce. Okay, and then EX Boom
Nice.
ties it up 4-4, guys.
You win.
Everdred says, I'm not going anywhere.
Give me my.
G-Type better start YouTubing those Cheddar Bay biscuits so he knows what's on the line.
He just doesn't know. He's none the wiser.
I want all of them, Katie.
Victim
They're
of
so
the
good. They go with anything too, right? Don't they just go with anything?
Yeah, we can play on anything.
Okay, so but what's more OP, the Olive Garden breadsticks or the Cheddar Bay biscuits?
No. Cheddar biscuits by far. It's not even close.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's not even
Okay.
Because the breadsticks are really good with the salad. Like together, they go really well. The cheddar biscuits, oof.
Okay, guys, rubber match here, 4-4. Okay.
Ooh,
So G-Type's gotta, when he hits the Hayate, he's gotta do something. He's gotta do stuff quick, right?
Yeah.
He can't do those low short, whatever, those overheads, because Everdred's known to be able to snuff those out. And he's charging anyway, so that's like a real easy react low short LOV or something.
Exactly.
You know?
He has to do some more normal grabs too.
Yeah.
That's Makoto, because you don't want to give your opponent that out every time. With the normal grab, if it misses, you can keep the pressure going pretty easily.
I don't know if you feel this way, Frankie, but the last few games, it seems like Garrett's forgotten who he's using.
Right, yeah. But he's trying to be clean. He can't be so clean. Alright. Just as we're saying that, he's very close to eking out this,
Oh
my
The
god.
spacing!
That was a nasty overhead. Oh. That little drug getting spicy. At least stay in front.
What? That was sick.
Nice.
Oh, he could have DD'd that. Oh my.
Wow.
Everdred.
Everdred response. You know that's on the line.
Oh my gosh, the tour of Italy. Let's go. Oh no, here it goes. G-type on the offensive
What's
here.
up? Oh. Nice. Oh my god. The jump aways after the cold blue kick is very nice.
These cold blue kicks are so good right now.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh,
So here's
I
a
could've
radical
beat that.
idea, Frankie. Here's a radical idea.
Go ahead.
So G-type lost this game, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about switching to SA1, man? What do you think? I mean, like both are good against him, right?
Well, yeah. And it makes you more of a threat, a bigger threat more of the time, you know. Because with SA2, Makoto's really a threat when her back is to the corner, and when you're close, and that's when she's like a maximal threat, a maximum level threat. With SA1, if you have it stocked, any good decision you make can lead to big damage. And it's not like he's needed the 100% to win every time necessarily.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Just started out with sweet.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
That's a message being sent by Everdred.
Wow, was that cold blue kick a punish off
Yeah,
the,
it looked
off the
like
lift
it.
Hayate?
Yeah, that's why you gotta go for the normal grabs too. You can't just fall in love with the correct stuff.
Oh yeah, this isn't looking good.
Put in the corner.
But again, Makoto's always in it, Frankie.
Right.
You know? Never out of it. Wow. That's good. See? I want to see more of that. Right?
Yeah.
Don't always go for the grab on the way.
Yeah.
Oh my
Nice
goodness.
normal throw. Oh boy.
That was sick. Oh, that was sick too. Oh my god. Franklin, they want that Olive Garden. They want it. The tour of Italy. The never-ending pasta bowl.
That pasta bowl is serious.
The never-ending pasta bowl.
Who wants the microwave fettuccine more?
The microwave fettuccine.
Who wants it more?
Oh my goodness. Who wants it more?
Look at the dread.
Middle name is whose middle name is Chef Boyardee. Okay, so we got G-type in pretty good shape.
Yeah, he's looking good right now. It's good. He's showing a little bit of patience.
Yeah. Okay, wow, what a block by Everdred. Everdred.
Nice.
Oh, so hard to react to the dash.
Yeah, that's why it's valuable. It's more valuable than the Karatsu, really, in those situations.
I love him checking those dashes.
Yeah, that's very nice. That activity is gonna is
Oh! Oh, he could have just blocked.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
He might have just gone straight for the super, but
Yeah.
it's tough.
You always got to remember the Hayate is sometimes always there. But the thing is, right? And then you'll have people combo Karaksa into low start and you get hit by
Yeah,
that. Alright, so Everdred. Okay,
It's looking good. He is looking good. Back to the corner, not a bad place to be. I like it. He put himself in the corner. I like it. Oh, he tried to do it again.
Oh, we chased
Yeah,
him.
see? That, boy.
Oh, see, what we're talking about, right? Getting him off the hook.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Garrett's got to do something wild right now. He parried that Hayate?
The power.
Oh my, Everdred! Oh my gosh.
With the power of the post-meal peppermints that the Olive Garden gives you.
This guy, dead ass caught a bullet right now. He just with his teeth.
With
He's
his
just
teeth like Ace Ventura.
yeah, right? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Cut that Hayate, man.
Wow. Like he surprised himself too, like what?
Yeah, right. He was like,
ooh.
All right, 6'4" Everdred.
He's beginning to believe.
Yeah, right. Everdred on some Kill Bill shit, dude. He's like, he's high bay right now.
The one. Oh.
Oh, dude, you see him checking with the chat?
Why?
With the Mayweather? Oh my god. Everything's hitting. Oh.
Shoulder already.
I hope after this night we birth like 40 new Remy mains. Between Everdred and Dagger G. I hope like 50 new players.
That's crazy.
Oh!
Nice. I like it.
Oh my gosh. You are not at advantage there.
No. The thing is, he was jumping away after all those cold blue kicks. So that he's sneaking the. Like, see, this is the veteranness I was speaking of.
I think at this point, G-Type has gotten hit with entirely too many cold blue kicks. Right? I'm ready to call it. Oh, wow, nice!
There you go.
Oh, he got a command grab there. If he had car command grab, I would have quit the stream. Alright, nice. Neutral grab.
Nice. Wow. Anti-Harate wild. Oh, this is it.
What? Okay, I think it's time for G-Type to switch. Maybe.
I don't know. That's
because I don't know. Like I understand, right? I understand that that's not the problem, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes in a set, when you pick another super, it kind of forces you to kind of rethink and reevaluate your game.
Yeah, you're hitting the refresh button, so to speak.
Yeah, it's like the slice of ginger that no one eats when they go sushi. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know, you eat that to cleanse the palate.
Yeah, exactly. That's the palate cleanser. Yeah, maybe you're right.
Palate cleanser.
He's got 3 games to figure it out. I mean, maybe we throw one away, you know?
Yo, Rack Rice, some people don't eat that ginger.
They're begging.
Some people,
but they don't do it.
People don't eat it. Some people don't do it.
Pickled ginger is godlike. Pickled anything is godlike.
Oh, but at Red Lobster, put everything in front of me. I'll eat everything. that never-ending shrimp? Oh my gosh. Alright, back to the match. 7-4, Everdred, commanding lead.
Look at his chops right now.
I know. Dude, next set, I'll talk about Applebee's. But in the meantime,
the level of both players will dip significantly when you bring up Applebee's.
Dude, how is Everdred hitting G-Type with all these wonky normals, like standing fierce?
Yeah. He's a bit of a savant that way.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, gets the moment. Okay. Oh boy.
Okay.
Alright.
So G-Type did a little better job blocking, right?
Yeah, he did. He settled down in those spots. Because again, Remy's frame data doesn't suck. Remy has really good moves. It's just he dies really quick. So yeah, you still have to be responsible when he's in front of you, you know?
Yeah, what about in the okay, what about just blocking real quick?
That's a novel idea.
See?
Nice. Ooh. Adjust.
Wow, that was crazy!
Another shit in the game. Nice Nage. Oh my god.
Okay. So did Doug know? Like, was that a read?
I think so.
That's the only way that grab would have grabbed, right?
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's like a.
Oh, nice backdash. Again, those cold blues, they're going unchecked. So they're either landing right or just hitting outright.
There you go. There you go. See? How hard was that, G-Type? Oh, come on. It didn't even go for the right punish. It's all good, though.
Oh.
There you go. G-Type reasserting the character supremacy. The tier list has resurfaced. Somebody stole the tier list, and we finally got it back on the show. Okay. Someone stole the copy of the tier list.
That was a hell of a run. Now we gotta see if Everdred can recapture that. Because momentum's a hell of a thing.
Yeah. I got a copy of the Kuroda tier list if anyone wants to sell and wants to buy it for you. I don't want that. want this. Not the corroded tier list.
Yeah, the corroded tier list is a little
Yeah.
black market.
It's like, it's okay. I think I almost caught myself. I think I almost said.
Okay. That's right. Adjust.
Adjust. Let's say one's the Old Testament, and the other's the New Testament. That's just what it did.
Ain't nobody getting canceled tonight.
All right, nice torn fierce by Garrett.
Nice.
Okay, pushing me in the corner. See, the funny thing is, oh, he could have command grabbed that, right?
Yeah.
Frankie?
Yep.
He could have command grabbed that. Oh, unfortunately, G-Type ended up in the other corner. Wow. Oh, he could have punched that too.
Yeah. They're slugging now.
Everdred's so good at hitting these low shorts, right? These low shorts that kind of discourage Makoto from dashing in.
Yeah, the thing about running real short is that it has really good range. It hits pretty far, so you can interrupt a lot of her approaches that way and stay safe too. And you keep your charge. There's just so many good things to using that low short. All right, G-Type has a chance. Kind of letting him skate away. Score blue kicks.
He said, just get back here. That jump medium was OD. He's like, get away. Hello, he just wanted to keep hold on to him, dog. Just like, you ain't going nowhere. That jump medium was OD.
Damn.
I don't care when I get off of it.
Everdred with the response. 8-5.
Right, 8-5. But it's not over yet. Okay, G-Type again. Remember who you're using. G-Type. Okay, it's
bitch, yeah. She's strong.
You're play to her strengths. Okay.
It was a good response by Everdred, by the way.
Yes, it was. It was.
Very nice.
Alright, let's see if Everdred can get one step closer to winning the set.
Yeah. And Olive Garden dinner.
And the Olive Garden. Olive Garden / Red Lobster / Applebee's. That's my unholy. That's my untechable performance rolling his grave right now. Angel rolling his grave right now.
By knowing him, he got some healthy tech.
That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
The unholy trinity.
All right. Okay, nice done there.
Nice.
Wow. He picked a precise normal to not win the round. That's godlike. What precision by G-Type. Alright, second round. So at least G-Type won the round though, that's good.
It's the kind of precision you can live without, but... Alright, guess the normal nugget.
Wow! See? G-Type checked with a low short, so what should Makoto players do? Maybe buffer parry in between that?
Yes, it did. Both of these characters, you should be buffer pairing together.
Oh,
boy, that's it.
Yeah. What an answer by G-Type.
We're talking about.
I think he saw a Red Lobster commercial.
He must have got an hour.
Powered him up. He's like, oh, you can eat shrimp.
The fuck up.
You mean I pay one price? And I eat all the shrimp I want?
Bottomless shrimp? Ooh.
Bottomless shrimp?
Bottomless shrimp.
And the biscuits? I get as many biscuits too? Oh, bro. Okay, so it's 6-8, guys. This is getting kind of close here.
Red Lobster might be the reason for the destabilization of the tier list. It's on its way.
Dude, if Co-op Cup, if the prize was all expense dinner to Red Lobster / Olive Garden,
America would have won back in 98, my nigga. 98.
Frankie.
Killing me.
Alright, so Everdred looking good this round. Okay, but still a danger, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it! I love that! That was so sick, Frankie!
Nice.
Oh, what? Oh, no! G-time! Oh, no!
That might be it.
Oh, no! G-time. You know, I was about to say, Frankie, I was gonna give G-type an all-expense dinner to Olive Garden too, just for that dash-up grab, but then he fucked it up. He had to win the round though. He had to win the round, dude.
This is tough, because this would be the moment that if you have to point to, he lost here, that might have been it. But we gotta see. G-type, he's been pretty persistent.
Yeah. Okay, good. How those wake-ups. What's Makoto got to do there?
If she dashes immediately, she can cancel the recovery of her dash to a parry. So if you think they're gonna wake up with buttons, you can buff her parry basically.
Wow. Okay, nice clutch round there by G-type.
Nice.
Let's see if he can get this to 7-8 here. Okay, those jump mediums aren't working out, but yeah, at least he's not getting punished more for it. Okay, nice check the dash.
Gets the reverse nage.
Oh, I like it. Oh.
Just a tip.
So much mileage with that crouching fierce.
Yeah.
All right, if I were G-type, I'd chill. Got the life lead.
Yeah.
Max meter, chill. Oh, okay, well, what do I know? now he's in the corner.
Yeah. Everdred's playing it way better. Oh wow.
Yeah, see, this is the round.
Yeah.
This could have been it for G-type if he didn't put himself in the corner. Such a crazy's gonna happen.
Yeah. Tensions.
Oh, he hit him with the fierce again. Oh, that was the game,
God.
Frankie.
Yeah, and just like you were saying before about SA1, like if he had SA1, he would never think that putting himself in the corner is a good decision.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he would try to stay on the outside. But Everdred.
But on the flip side, you know, the tier list does matter, right, Frankie? Because
Everdred
is putting in work, dog.
He's putting in a lot
like
of work.
This guy is.
He's got a whole corner
that
team
Rihanna song
right now in his house. Like in between his games.
Dude, every time I see like every time I see a high level Remy, I just think of like you know how like race car drivers, right? Like they have the pit crew, like your own pit crew, dog. It's just all you, dog. You gotta do all that work yourself. Ain't no one gonna help you, dog. The character ain't gonna help you.
Whoever plays your buttons every game.
Yeah, right. Everything's manual, dude. Nothing's automatic. He's running like a 19th century train or something. All right, so let's see if this is a set game here for Everdred.
Yep.
Okay, nice neutral grab, Kara neutral grab. Wow, what a check!
That was very nice. Uh-oh, he's in his head.
But remember, G-type, again,
No, you just
maybe
need to
try
win.
and keep it a little bit more simple, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
I like it.
Keep it simple.
Hey. Yeah, you want the knockdown there because you have more options.
There it is.
But,
There it is. Chill
right.
it. This should be death.
Yeah.
There you go.
Alright, G-type.
Very close still.
Oof.
Couple good games, couple quick games, and G-type's right back in it.
That's the thing now. Everdred gotta show
how patient G-type is.
Yeah.
But G-type keeps pressing a button in that situation. I don't know why.
Yeah. Again, well, that's the thing, right? Remy has good numbers on his moves.
Okay. Let's see what he does here. There you go.
I like it. That's right. Keep him standing.
What's gonna happen here? Wow! That was sick! He's gonna punish with Hayate. Nice. Wow. Okay.
Alright. G-type.
A little bit of a risky button, Frankie. A little bit of a risky button because I'm pretty sure Everdred can block and super that.
Yeah.
But the distance, remember though, the distance against crouching characters, sometimes those last series of kicks miss.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the tier list at work too. So, I mean, you might even be able to do like crouching jab super or crouching. Where are you, Katie? We need you to be the frame at the frame data station. Whenever we need a quick frame data. All right, so it's 9-7.
9-7.
It's a lot closer than maybe some people anticipated. I don't know.
Alright, sure.
Nice block. Oh my goodness. G-Type has returned.
Reborn.
Man, he's at the Olive Garden website right now. It's on his Google Chrome right now.
Stop that black pack real quick. And it's true, you know, when you get to the last game, sometimes you get tilted, you know, so Everdred has to show some metal here. Right now, he's responding pretty well. Keeping him at the end.
Nice punish.
Okay,
I respect that, Hayate. You know, mixing it up. Sometimes your opponent's just not there yet, Frankie, right?
Yeah.
You know, but, you know, at least he showed it.
Nice.
And now that's something else to put in his head.
Nice slow fireball.
Everdred, what was this? What was this, Franklin?
That might have been the white flag, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see though. There you go. There you go.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Fighting back. Oh, Everdred's fighting back too. Oh no, he gets clipped with the EX.
Wow! Wow, was that reaction?
I don't think so, but I'm gonna give him one for a doubt. That was a fucking sicker reaction.
That was sicker than that. Was almost as sick as when Everdred caught the Hayate with his teeth. It was almost as sick as that.
Oh man, and just like that, 9-8, 9-8 in favor of Everdred. G-Type is in.
Guys, this set has surpassed all my expectations. I'm gonna be honest, Frankie. I didn't really know what to expect from this set, but this has been, I think, an early favorite for Matt for Fight of the Night, maybe.
I think so. I mean, I thought it was gonna be bust ass one or the other way. You know, like either way it could have been bust ass, but 9-8.
But the roller coaster that these two have taken us, though,
Everdred,
like, if anything, I would think it would be Everdred fighting back, right? Trying to climb that hill. But it's been G-Type.
If Everdred tilted, he just picked SA1.
I don't know, but here's the thing, right? Everdred's got twice as much experience than G-Type. I mean, think about the Makotos that Everdred has played in the past.
Right. The Ever King of the world.
It's an uphill battle for G-Type, but you know, to his credit, he's almost there.
No, he's sticking in there.
All right, so G-Type needs to calm down.
Yeah. Wow, and the SA1 so far has been a pretty good call. He's using it like safe pressure. Like low short, super.
And yeah, and to pull it out in like game, you know.
Yeah, what is this, game
18?
Yeah, game 18. That's exactly right.
Or 17, excuse me. Yeah, 17. No, this game 18. See, I second guessed myself, Frank. I should just believe, dog. That's why I missed the confirms. I don't believe.
Alright,
oh, that was a good clip. Oh, he missed it. Oh, come back. That should be it. Oh, he missed it. Oh, this could be it. Franklin, please don't.
Oh my god.
Don't let it end this way.
Like
he's hitting it with that jump forward again. Oh my god. The OD jump forward, Frankie.
Damn. Alright. Everdred, once again, match point.
Oh, but he's in his wheelhouse now. Everdred got G-Type in the corner. Oh, this is looking too strong, Frankie.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Everdred.
10-8.
Like
with
that.
the gloves. And a winner of an all-expense paid dinner to Olive Garden / Red Lobster / Applebee's. Whichever choice. Not all three. Not all three. This ain't the NFL, dog. It's only Jazzy, so don't get crazy. Only 3.
Not a 5-star recruit.
Right.
Damn.
Wow. So amazing set by both players.
Good
wow,
stuff.
guys. Wow.
Very nice.
If you guys are liking what you see, definitely consider donating to tonight's Matcherino. Just gonna go ahead and refresh and see what we got here so far on the Matcherino. Yeah, you know, I think Chili's is better than Applebee's too, Ryan. But like, we don't got Chili's like that around here, unfortunately. So it is what it is. All right, so while I'm mashing my Chrome over here. So what'd you think about that set, Frankie? Pretty crazy. Frankie, can you hear me? Okay, so I guess Frankie is Frankie, can you hear me? Frankie, are you there? Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and deal with these audio issues, but before we take our next 5-minute break while we get set up for our next matchup, remember guys, there's a Matcherino going on. Just hit the bot command, !donate, !Matcherino, Jazzy Fight Night 2 Matcherino. We're at almost $140. There's so many ways to contribute. First and foremost, if you haven't used the code already, enter the code JFN2 to add a free 50 cents donation to tonight's fight money. There's a bunch of sponsor quests. If those of you who don't know how sponsor quests work, basically you do certain things like follow certain Twitter handles, like certain videos. There's even a survey that you can do. You just click on the survey. It takes a couple minutes to do, and that'll add $1 directly to the prize pool. Of course, you can buy some merchandise, Jazzy Circuit T-shirts, some of these Creative Flame stickers. And so please consider donating to the Matcherino. It's at matcherino.com/t/JFN2. It's not working? Yeah, just take out the, I guess we could just take out the HTTP thing. But that link should work, hopefully. And so we're going to go ahead and take our next break, Frankie. But when we come back, we're going to be veering into the land of Fightcade. Frankie, more specifically, Fightcade 2 or Fightcade Beta, or whatever we want to call this newest Fightcade 1 or something. But we're going to be venturing into Fightcade 2 territory. Fightcade 2 making a lot of rounds in social media, in a lot of the poverty scenes, not just Dirt Strike, but in a lot of other games. And so we're going to take this next break, and then when we come back, we're going to have our set from Fightcade. It's going to be Big Dan 420 taking on another Remy player. And we're talking about the return of Dagger G.
Oh my, yeah.
So don't go anywhere, guys. Back with more Jazzy Fight Night on the way.
Nice.
You hit a loser, hit a win, I'm only asking you. Either you beat him or get beaten like an amateur. Either you drive or you get driven like a passenger. The fight's around the corner, so pick the one you want to. Represent your way, go head to head with your opponent. Feel it in the air, tension is electric. The glory's imminent, this is something epic. It's for one of you, so what you gonna do? When your enemy is standing right in front of you, are you gonna lose, or are you gonna prove to everyone that never thought you win that you can rule? 'Cause everything is in your hands, you control it. And everything that is the past, it is over. This is now, this is everything that is. So you better make the right pick. Select the one to fight with. Get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with. Get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with. Get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with. Get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yes, sir. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time for you to get into the character. You hit or lose or hit or win, I'm only asking you. Either you beat him or you beat him like an amateur. Either you drive or you get driven like a passenger. The fight's around the corner, so pick the one you want to. Represent your way, go head to head with your opponent. Feel it in the air, tension is electric. The glory's imminent, this is something epic. It's for one of you, so what you gonna do? When your enemy is standing right in front of you, are you gonna lose, or are you gonna prove to everyone that never thought you win that you can rule? Cause everything is in your hands, you control it. And everything that is the past, it is over. This is now, this is everything that is. So you better make the right pick. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's gonna fight you? Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yes, sir. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time for you to get into the character. You hit or lose or hit or win, I'm only asking you. Either you beat him or you beat him like an amateur. Either you drive or you get driven like a passenger. The fight's around the corner, so pick the one you want to. Represent your way, go head to head with your opponent. Feel it in the air, tension is electric. The glory's imminent, this is something epic. It's for one of you, so what you gonna do? When your enemy is standing right in front of you, are you gonna lose, or are you gonna prove to everyone that never thought you win that you can rule? Cause everything is in your hands, you control it. And everything that is the past, it is over. This is now, this is everything that is. So you better make the right pick. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9.
How's it going, guys? Mutant XP back on the mic with more Jazzy Fight Night 2. Joining me and Frankie BFG for this upcoming set, we have Mr. 12, aka Van, longtime SoCal Third Strike player, now one of the more active Third Strike players on Fightcade. And so Van, Mr. 12, pretty special night because tonight is the Jazzy Fight Night debut of the new Fightcade beta.
It is.
And so before we get started on the, before we start talking about the actual set that we have, which is going to be Big Dan 420 versus another Remy legend, Dagger G, tell us real quickly about Fightcade 2, man, and what the buzz is.
With Fightcade 2, what's really nice about it is that there's two big things. One, they got a brand new emulator that Shine has lovingly developed for all of us to play on, and the other thing is that it's a brand new netcode. So not only does it function better than the previous netcode for Fightcade 1, but you have a brand new emulator that doesn't have nearly as much input lag to it or anything else like that. It plays, I would say, in between OE and CAB, or actually a little bit faster than OE, but around there. It's a lot more responsive, in the past, it was really hard for people to get red parries on old Fightcade. You had to essentially just play without it. Even hit confirms were just not a thing. But with this version, it's a lot more reliable to go for a lot of the harder hit confirms you can only really do on cab. It's a lot easier to hit your red parries. It's just a lot more comfortable. And on top of that, players who couldn't play before, like for example, me and Colin, or in the case of like EXO and somebody else across the country, it's a lot more consistent, a lot more reliable, to a point now where I would say that the platform's better for doing tournaments, which wasn't really a thing before. Before it was a little shoddy, but now I would say it's a little bit better overall in terms of that kind of experience you can get, even with people who are, you know, in South America or in Europe or something like that if you're playing from North America.
Awesome. And so how can so right now it's open beta, closed beta, you know, what's kind of the status, you know, for the people who might be interested in trying out this new Fightcade?
So technically it's still in closed beta. There was a bit of a leak for it, unfortunately, so everybody's just jumping into it. But according to Shine, it should be fully available, I would say next month, around there. The dates might vary, but it's becoming more and more open for people as time has gone by. But like once it's available, I mean, he's still working on the platform, improving the emulator, making sure that you know, you have some options to your discretion. Once it's fully available, like everybody can just jump in, play it like Fightcade 1 even. And there are other games that previously weren't available that would be available for the new version of Fightcade, including CVS2, which unfortunately won't have rollback. He'll be a delay-based netcode. But you'll have CVS2 finally, and some of the other Naomi games that previously were kind of a bit annoying to play online, but you'll have them available on the new Fightcade, which is pretty sick, honestly. But in terms of availability, just, you know, keep your nose to the ground, and hopefully news about a public release will be available. But in that time too, what's nice is that there will be a charity event that'll be thrown.
Can you speak up a little bit?
So hopefully when that happens, you know, we can do all that.
Oh, sorry, Mr. 12. Can you repeat that? You just kind of came out. I don't know if the stream heard it.
Oh.
But you were talking about the charity event?
Yeah, the charity event. So around the time of the full release of the new Fightcade, it'll be a charity tournament that'll go on. I'm not sure about the format yet. I'm not sure if it's going to be singles or you know, 3v3. But whatever it's going to be helping to raise money for the developer Shine, since he's been putting in all his effort, making sure that this along with his cohorts. So once that happens, you guys will know, and of course we'll have whatever good players will have jump onto the new Fightcade, play that. Hopefully you guys can come throw some money at this guy, because honestly this is like, I would say the first real time there's been a platform that's really unifying people together to want to play on the same place. Because obviously we have OE and we have 30th. But it's still a case where people are kind of picking and choosing what they want to play on based on preference. But with the new Fightcade, it is making it a little bit easier to have the connections you normally wouldn't have with people across the coast, which is a big plus in my opinion. A very, very big plus.
Mm-hmm. Well, as you know, Jazzy Fight Night, I kind of conceived Jazzy Fight Night as a way to let all of the online scenes have a little shine and opportunity. And so we obviously are going to be monitoring Fightcade 2 and seeing how the reception is starting next month when the official release should come out. In the meantime, guys, if you want to try Fightcade, I think you can just go to play.fightcade.com. I think there's some information on how to support Fightcade. There's a link to the Patreon, to the devs. And so shout outs to the devs of Fightcade. And so, Mr. 12, let's talk a little bit about the set that we have coming up right now. We got a true Remy legend, Dagger G versus Big Dan 420. And so what can you tell us a little bit about this set, Van? What can we expect? What are some of the things that you're looking forward to?
So for me personally, I've only ever played Big Dan offline. I never really played him online before, but I'm familiar with his Goki play. One of the smarter players, definitely very solid, fundamentally speaking, with Goki. A lot of Goki players, when they play the character, they go one of two ways with them. They are either very passive-aggressive with their offense and defense and like choosing not to attack half the time, or they're just all in, I'm going to hit you in the face really hard, go for Demon every single round when I get Demon. he's more in the middle. He's more of a solid player, consistent, knows what he's looking for, knows what he's trying to go after, and he just plays the game the way he needs to get the wins. So in terms of maybe doing well in this set, I think he'll do fine. I think he'll make the adaptations that he'll need to do appropriately. Dagger G, of course, long-time Remy player. He's been playing for a very, very long time, longer than I have, obviously. And keep away game. Plays the supers depending on the matchups, kind of goes just to keep himself safe. If he feels like you're more defensive, he'll push forward, use SA2 in that fashion. Maybe a little bit harder, maybe a little bit more inconsistent in terms of how he lands his damage, both given his character and also his playstyle. But in terms of being able to, effectively move around the screen, get to where he needs to be, and get out of danger, he's going to be really good about that. So in the case of this set between these two, I feel like more so than anything else, it's going to be a question of how is Big Dan going to get in? Because with the way that Dagger G moves around, he's going to make it very, very nightmarish for Goki. And of course, Goki has kind of a tricky time maintaining pressure when he is on top of people, unless Goki takes big risk. So if Big Dan can figure out what he needs to do consistently, both in the air and on the ground, he should be okay. But if Dagger G, no pun intended, can run away with this whole set the whole way through, then it might be a bit of an uphill climb for Big Dan. We can be seeing either a very close set, or we could be seeing a absolute wash in terms of like how things can go, depending on how people are landing their damage. And that's going to be the big thing too, just who's going to be landing their damage consistently. That's going to be the biggest thing to look out for.
Okay, so Frankie, before we get underway with this next set, Dagger G versus Big Dan 420, what are your thoughts on the Remy Goki matchup here? Second Goki, second Remy of the night. What are your thoughts, Frankie?
Goki should win the match, but the damage is the equalizer. And that's why I think SA2 tends to be the better pick, because you kind of have a comeback factor in that sense, and it gives a bigger threat up close and in the footies category. So you can Goki has a hard time dealing with Remy's pokes straight up, because Remy's pokes are quick on startup, like his stand short, and his stand medium kick can be pretty good too. But if there's no SA2 behind that, then there isn't really a reason for Akuma to chill out or to fear Remy's poke. So hopefully Dagger G runs SA2 the whole way through, and if he does, then you can see a more even matchup. I think if he goes to SA1, you're gonna see the tier list at work, honestly.
Yep.
Awesome. So we're just getting underway, guys. I've just given the players the go-ahead to start their game. And so while we're waiting, remember to please consider donating to the prize pool. Someone donated quite a bit since we last checked the Matcherino. And so we got N Cruz, the homie from Indiana. N Cruz dropping the $100. Thank you so much, N Cruz. On behalf of the Jazzy Circuit and all the participants on tonight's Jazzy Fight Night, we salute you and your support for Third Strike and the Jazzy Circuit. And so I think they are in there. And so I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to go ahead and spectate if you're not there already. And so just let me know when you guys have started spectating their match here.
I'm good.
You good? Okay, so Mr. 12 is good. Frankie, are you good?
Yes, indeed.
All right, guys. So here we go. Fightcade beta set. Dagger G versus Big Dan 420. Let's get it started, guys. Go ahead and press start when you're ready. All right. So is there a... Yeah. All right, guys. So this is Dagger G versus Big Dan 420. Let me know, guys, how you can. Is there spectator lag? Okay, there might be spectator lag here. Let's see.
Alright.
Is it lagging for them, or is it going to lag for...
Seems okay right now.
Yeah, it's just lagging on my end. Yeah, that's okay, guys. I'll go ahead and I'll let Frankie and Mr. 12 hold down the commentary while I check out these technical issues. But in the meantime, guys, enjoy this set. Dagger G, Remy, Big Dan 420, Goki.
Right. Already, Dagger G has him in the corner, going for the partition loft, jumping with the jumping strong. Very strong lead.
That's hard to deal with.
Dagger
Nice
G.
air there. Yeah. Nice air there.
The back throw for the corner. A lot of aggressive plays with the jump strong. A bit of a play that Dagger G likes to favor, just using the jump strong to control the air as much as possible.
Yeah, that's a good poke to use because if it gets parried, the Dagger G can parry right back.
Yeah.
It's pretty good on recovery.
Close spheres.
Ooh. Missed an opportunity to punish that flash kick. Nice close fierce.
Already, just seeing how Dagger G is controlling it, he's using his movement a lot to get in and out of those ranges that Goki really wants to play at.
Yeah, it's exactly how you said. He plays this more traditional zoning style, and it's working out a lot. He has those partitions on deck too.
Very much so.
Nice tech. Dive kick, Akuma's dive kick can sneak over those like fireballs and punish them. I'm not sure if Dan has that is that aggressive normally, but it's something that he can do.
Yeah, it's gonna be an option that I think he's gonna have to consider as he plays more and more. Because right now, the frustration game, I think, is what's going to really get to him. Whether or not he's going to crack and like make moves that he really shouldn't be making, but also at the same time too, considering his options that can make it easier to break through the neutral as the stuff plays out.
Right.
Cool.
No, that's a big factor with Remy. Things can snowball pretty quickly. Because again, his numbers on his moves are pretty good, you know, so it can snowball.
Yep.
Nice double parry.
His pressure game right now with the lobs, just playing it out as safely as he can. The partition, going into it naturally. Is that true confirm?
It's really,
Wow.
It's really seamless. Wow. And that just shows a level of comfort too, that he's willing to spend his EX bars like that. Dagger G.
It's something I noticed with a lot of Remy players. They have this tendency to be hesitant about throwing out the slobs and knowing when to throw it out. And Dagger G kind of just, he has a good sense of timing with that. Like, this is now the time to go for it. I need to use this. It's my damage dealer.
Right. It's true. I mean, when we're up so much, it's, you know, once you're past the point of needing an SA2 to, you know, clear around, then the EXs are probably more are better utility.
Yeah.
I like the aggression. I like the little strong, but that roundhouse tattoo keeps getting punished by Dagger G. He's not letting those go.
Again, just struggling to get into the spots he really wants to. The moment he's put into the corner, he's like, I don't want to be here. I want to get out. But you see that extra pressure that Dagger G is applying when those situations are occurring. He's just playing off of that fear factor. Again, happening off of the Tatsu.
Nice flash kick. I mean, and the way Dagger plays is uniquely precise, and so this might be a different look that he's not seeing, even if he's played other Remys before. You know, like, this is something that definitely has a learning curve, so we'll see if Big Dan be able to adjust to this. But right now it's all Dagger G. Nice back throw. Nice. Nice three-hitter.
He doesn't have to do too much right now. He has the round advantage. He can kind of sit here for a moment.
Yeah. And Akuma has access to his anti-air, you know, short you into super, so... Oh, he gets clipped with the cold blue. Oh no.
Find a new rival. Welcome
Dagger G commanding 3-0 lead to start. Do you know how long Dan's been playing? Or rather, do you know if he has like a Remy experience?
Oh, personally speaking, I don't know if he has Remy experience. He's been playing for a long time. He used to play at, I think, Arcade Affinity. I think his first experience was playing at a WadeLocal's game of all places with the game. He used to play a lot of Yun. Personally, for him, he felt that Yun just wasn't a character that really allowed him to learn the game fully, so he played a lot again. Obviously, he plays Goki because he likes reward associated playing the character.
Right.
But even with that said, Goki's a character who you have to have very, very good neutral. Control so many fights in this game. So if you're playing against a good Remy who knows what they're doing, checking you in all the spots that need to be checked, you got to play it out in a very particular way. Good for him to go for it, though.
Yeah. Very strong.
Are you ready? Go!
I think in general, most matchups in this game that aren't very common, even if you experience it against one player, maybe even two, that usually won't be enough to cover the various playstyles that can be pushed for that character. You know?
Yeah, it'll only help in the things that span across that matchup, regardless, like parrying cold blue kicks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nice adjustment by Dando. A little bit of patience there at the end. It's just those things that you kind of need in your hands to get yourself oriented into the matchup. Just, you know, parrying the cold blue kicks, dealing with the double anti-airs. But that was a good adjustment. Nice.
Demon flip in that situation.
You should have been able to low parry that too on landing, but again, it's like Dagger G's moving at a pretty hard to deal with speed right now, and he's placing those cold blue kicks well, keeping him in the corner. Wow.
Just everything there, especially like the standing forward play. That's like a remarkable button in the show, man. Because there's not much that shows can do. Yeah, like unless you make a hard read on it, a super hard read on it, it's very annoying to shows to deal with that.
Once you're inside that range, you're kind of at the mercy of it. A little bit further away, you know, you can counter poke with crouch strong, but you don't get much out of it with Goki. Nice read on the backdash, though.
Flash kick goes for the partition. Dagger G's so efficient with partitioning into his lob.
Yeah, he seems to just have them on deck whenever he needs them.
Yep,
it's interesting. Again, that's something that a lot of enemies don't have. So
yeah, it fundamentally changes the way the matchup has to be looked at from Big Dan's point of view. You know, it's really hurting him if anything else, because now he has to not only address the neutral problems that he's having against anything, now he has to deal with this close range pressure that's just mounting more and more and more. His ability to escape from the corner is just being isolated every single time.
Yeah, you kind of have to rewrite your defensive philosophy on the fly when Remy can just break out, dash, you know, crouch short into loves. Nice.
Taking time to pressure, gets the hit confirm. This doesn't get done, unfortunately. Nice block on the overhead.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Even with that parry there for Goki, it's like, unless Big Dan immediately canceled into medium Tatsu, there wasn't a lot he could do from it. Nice check. Partition again.
Yep.
Even the timing of that, what's really nice about it is that those lobs were just there for the sake of control. Right. He wasn't trying to, like, you know, push the red button issue because he, you know, Big Dan knew that he wanted to push in. But instead, Dagger G's like, hey, I'm going to slow down the fight, use lob as my safe pressure to to chip you out. And if you go for a jump or anything, I'll be ready for it.
Yeah, it's kind of a way to know where more or less Goki's gonna be. You know, if I throw this fireball, then he has these routes out.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Wow, he just reads that EX flash kick with the Shoryu.
And beat it clean too. I was kind of surprised by that.
Yeah. I think that was the medium punch Shoryu. That's the only one that would have had that invincibility at the front.
Right.
Good job. Again, he's making nice adjustments, just like you said. He's multifaceted in a way that he's approaching Dagger G right now. Like there are times where he'll be aggressive, and there are times where he'll hang back.
And it's playing naturally into his ability to get damage, because right now Big Dan is struggling really badly to just stay on Remy enough to get some kind of big play going. And if Goki's denied those options, he's going to struggle. And even in the case of getting like anti-air supers and stuff, that hasn't really been a factor yet so much in the set.
Yeah.
Nice flash kick.
Yeah, just escapes. Whoa, sneaky. The dive kick so fast. Yeah, Kuma's crouching hitbox is kind of tall, so those don't necessarily crouch block those high lows.
Yeah, he has to be very careful about that. Not usually a factor for most ShivaJones, but for Goki it's the problem. This is kind of checkmate. This is a very hard situation to get out of. Yeah, that's brutal.
You try to get out of the round, giving Remy as the least amount of meter as possible. So you pack it in for sure.
Good block.
Nice, that medium kick, just like you said. Pressing him. Nice flash kick. And Dagger G's varying his anti-airs really well. Like he's not going for the same thing every time. It's making it difficult for Dan to approach him.
It should be the case. Remy has amazing anti-airs just overall as a character. But what's also interesting is the way that he's utilizing that stuff to kind of mix up his jump-ins as well. Because he's used a lot of the jumping strong as his way of jumping in. Not so much jumping fierce, but it's still playing in a way that is making his gameplay very safe, very hard to like pin down.
Oh, he didn't get the punish that time. Oh. He believed Dagger G was gonna go for the up kicks. Oh, there we go. Nice anti-air again.
Very, very nice. What's really nice about that particular super, though, normally anti-air super with super 2 isn't the strongest in the world, but Dagger G understanding his character enough to say, hey, I'm gonna get the kill if I get this anti-air in this situation. Even if you parry it, you're gonna have to parry the whole thing.
Yep. That's another kind of pseudo checkmate.
Yep.
Ooh. Getting hit with the dive kick saved him from the card though, but wow, he's still controlling that space really well. Oh, he got spicy with the dash shove.
The partition flash kick in that situation, missing it, but we know that he has that on deck. That's probably the scary part.
Yeah, now you can see he's willing to wake up with a few more riskier options because he's shown that safe defense already.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow, the triple dash into throw.
Oh, he wasn't ready.
Yep, expecting the button. The button came so many times before.
Are you ready? Go.
Pretty good trade for Remy. Oh, he gets the big damage off the jump fierce. I'm strong again. Keeping the pressure alive. Nice whip punch. Oh, nice punish on the block.
Back throw, setting up. Can't get a short though.
Yeah, it's tough.
Did so much. Goki health.
Damn. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if backdoors do more damage in this game, but I feel like they do when you have orange. When you're at like the orange health. I feel like backdoors can do a lot of damage sometimes. Like it's random. It doesn't seem.
Yeah, it's definitely not like Street Fighter 5 where it's a universal thing. But I mean, there's definitely some cases where, like, for example, Sean, I think it's Sean's back throw that is like an insane amount of damage by itself.
Right, nice cold blue kick placement. Jump strong. And the quick startup of that is good to deal with the Kuma's air fireball too, so I can see why he's using it a lot.
Yeah.
Nice.
So already the set's at 6-2. What do you think that Btran should be doing at this point, being so far down in a deficit and having to make up a lot of ground for it?
Yeah, I think he might be picking his the spots where he's choosing to play from. They're too he's playing either from far away or from close up, and he's not willing to play in that medium range enough.
Yeah.
Because that's where you can punish Remy for his dashes, for his cold blue kicks. But when you're playing from so far away, you're allowing Remy the space to place some loves on the screen and get away with some cold blue kicks. Right now he has the corner.
That win, though.
Yeah, he made it out that round. But yeah, I think he should play around more with that medium range, just like that. See, he parried the cold blue kick from, instead of trying to run away from it or rush him down too hard, he was able to be in that spot, in that range. Oh, but Dagger G playing sharp.
I also think it's pretty important to make sure that at that range that there's a willingness from Btran to be okay with taking the trade if a law comes out.
Right.
Because the thing about that trade is that you get more from that trade than Remy does in most cases. And lets you follow through more, aggressively. Because for Remy, he has to adjust. He has to get his charge again. He has to get the movement going again. But with Goki, he can keep pressing forward after those exchanges. He's a Shoto. He has that kind of flexibility. Mm-hmm. So if Btran can do more of that, identify that as a weakness to the character, he can make that happen. Right. But I think a lot of the frustration is from the fact that Dagger G is always moving. So there are times where Dagger G will just kind of hug the spot at the mid-range, and then he'll pull away. Other times he'll just stay at the spot, contest with staying forward. I think that's kind of the bigger issue Btran's having. He's having a hard time figuring out where he needs to be at all times to peg him down and get the damage he wants, because right now he's just really struggling to make it happen. He's getting something going now though. Nice Dagger. Pushing, alright.
I mean, generally he's not car throwing a lot either, but after Remy lands a cold blue kick, you can put pressure on him by trying to car throw him out of the next move.
Right.
But it's not. Oh, nice backdash, sneaks away.
King of work. Honestly though, even that backdash is kind of scary to me, because earlier on in the set, Dagger G did empty jump, not even empty jump, it was a jump with a button into a flash kick. And what's terrifying for me when I fight a Remy player, especially one that plays like Dagger G, is that you can't reliably just challenge as they land. Because most Remy have their charge already, and they're willing to burn their bar for each splash just to make you afraid of that situation. Because that mix-up for them is way, way stronger compared to the mix-up you get on them as they land.
Yeah, it's true. It's definitely risky right now. Dagger G is just putting on kind of a Remy clinic, just one of those rounds that makes Remy look like a top-tier character.
Yep. I also think it's a case where Btran's not familiar with the kind of block string situations that Remy players just in general like to put you in. They'll force that low lob or crouching short, and then play off of that as a frame trap for the standing forward play just to check you. And it's been working out a lot to the point where you'll see Tatsu come out and they'll creep back in because it's on counter hit. And it's really showcasing that Btran, even though he's very skilled, playing solid as best as he possibly can in this matchup, he's being hit in the places that are fundamentally kind of critical to fight Remy, it's hurting him defensively, it's hurting him in neutral, a little bit on offense as well. He hasn't been able to get the place he really wants to. He'll creep back into a safe space after a short play or a crouching forward play, and he's just not able to get that that flow he wants that's important for Goki. But he did the dive kick there, the one that you mentioned before, to kind of get in, but pulled away right away.
Yeah, you gotta be brave in that instance.
Right,
and what helps mitigate those advantages that Remy has up close is just option parrying into your buttons, and I haven't seen that much because really if you option parry forward, you can beat out the only two moves that reach reliably, which are crouch strong and stand forward kick. He's been able to get damage out not doing that, which is good. Just like he eked out that round there. But it is a wrinkle that can stop Dagger G from just being so free in that range to do whatever he wants.
Absolutely. I have noticed too that after every win that Big Dan's been able to get, he's been at a meter deficit compared to Dagger G. Dagger G's always been up in meter every single time. Just all this pressure. Normally, Rumi has a hard time building bar, just in general, a very hard time. But the fact that Big Dan's been on the back foot on this front is just testament to how good Dagger G is with meter management, as well as applying pressure to get back that bar.
That's true. A big part of gaining meter in this game is not only whiffing buttons like people like to think, but making your opponent block your attacks. And Dagger G's doing that.
Yeah. Playing to the strength of his character as accurately as he needs to. The only play Dagger G's not really doing is Kara grab, as far as I can tell. He hasn't really had to do it as much, really. But if that were more of a factor, I mean, as an adaptation to the matchup, if, say, for example, Big Dan were blocking more, or rather just blocking the sequences, then, Dagger G could bust that out, and all of a sudden there's a three-way mix-up that could honestly kind of break Big Dan. But it hasn't come down to that point right now. Big Dan's just playing catch-up. Good confirm.
Right.
Is that it? Playing it safe. He's worried about that splash kick. Oh, no confirm. Big Dan needs to get a good play going. He needs to be brave. Okay.
No.
50 dude.
That's the big advantage to playing Goki. If you can build that meter at the end game level of the match, your opponent really can't jump in on you.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are the things I think Big Dan needs to be leaning on as much as possible. Like, he's been struggling to get the damage he wants. And you can tell he's playing for a particular thing every single time, but he's just not able to get it comfortably. And comfort's the big thing about long sets. You want to be as comfortable as possible so that your adaptations aren't just, one-offs that don't really have much impact later down the line. Because right now, Dagger G is just playing the way he needs to, using the movement he needs to. He's already set up all the traps he needed to earlier on in the set, so he can comfortably make adaptations where they need to be. But for Big Dan, he's kind of playing off the cuff, hoping that he can get something going just to take the win.
Right.
And it's costing him. It's costing him in terms of his meter. It's costing him in terms of his ability to get damage elsewhere normally, which is normal. It's hard. Good parry.
Oh, almost. But yeah, it's just like you said. It's you feel like every round that Dan gets, he's just barely getting it.
Yeah.
And so that's. I mean, again, it's more of a testament to just how skilled Dagger G is.
He's kind of impressing me right now.
Yeah, I didn't expect this.
Oh, absolutely. I was thinking like, okay, Big Dan's gonna maybe take some games here, do some stuff, make sure that Dagger G can't do dumb stuff with Remy. But Dagger G right now is just playing a very confident, very comfortable Remy game.
Yeah.
It's also showcasing just kind of like maybe lack of experience on Big Dan's part, or maybe like familiarity with some type of pressure string situations, just little things like that. It's just cracks in the armor. But Dagger G is playing the game he wants to, and very comfortably. But again, Big Dan got the win. He has the meter advantage this time. Good for him. He has to pay off a bit. I almost want him to just slow it down until he gets his bar. He has his bar now. I just want him to go in. I just want him to just like comfortably walk in to that mid-range.
Exactly.
Like you mentioned before, and just control the pace on the ground. Because right now, as it stands, Big Dan's been trying to get a lot of jumps to make that happen, but it's always resetting him backwards. That jump is a great example. He kind of pulls away almost immediately because he's trying to get back into a safe zone where he doesn't have to contest with the normals and stuff. But it's leading to like a lot of zero-sum situations that aren't favoring him. And Dagger G's comfortable with that. He's like, hey, if you're gonna jump in, that's okay because you're gonna pull away. I can keep zoning with lob all day. What are you gonna do about it? And Big Dan's like, I don't know what I'm going to do about it. Let me get some bar and let me see what happens. But by the time he does, it's like, it's looking kind of shaky.
Away from losing.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, maybe I took my time a little bit too much here. But has the advantage. Pushing in, goes for the over, and stand forward play after. Jump strong, wrapping that so much. Back to neutral again. This is what Dagger G wants. Even in this chip situation, oh no.
Oh, big.
That's a big sign. Oh no, but he cracked too.
Man, made it out of his skin of his teeth. He made it out, but he did it.
He made it
He showed
out.
a lot of patience there, which was pretty impressive. And then he almost threw it all away with that fireball. But he is showing the willingness to be patient now that he wasn't showing before, and I think that's just what happens when you get more reps in against the character. You get comfortable with them being on the screen,
Yeah.
and so you kind of understand what to look for a little bit. Nice, just like that. Becoming more comfortable in those situations.
That's such a big thing about playing Remy. There's a lot of matchups where comfort zone is important, like fighting against Yun,
Yes.
for example, even Chan. But Remy's one of those characters, especially as a low tier, where you can't just bully him. Out the gate, he
Right.
has neutral advantage. So you
Yeah.
have to be kind of cognizant of that. And Big Dan, making those slow adaptations to kind of get into the places he needs to be, it's coming along slowly, but it is helping him, or it is paying off in dividends right now. I'm not sure if he'll be able to catch up as much as he needs to in the long run, for the long haul, but right now, he's getting what he needs,
Right.
getting the chip play, playing comfortably.
Yeah, that was
wasn't
very nice.
afraid of flash carry.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Nice fireball.
But there you go. See the walk up your parry. That's a strong tool against Remy.
Very strong. A lot of people don't know it, but like Remy's crouching his short is remarkably good.
It's so
very, very
good. The range on it, what it can lead to, frame data is just good all around. So you got to be able to punish it. You got to be able to take it away from the Remy.
Yep.
Oof. Wonder what he was trying to do there with that flash kick, but Dan made him pay. Oh, really late. Crouch fierce, nice parry by Dan. Just like that, he's in it. Scores 7-6 now.
Yep.
Find a new
And so much
Catching
of
up.
that, so much of that is just him finding that comfort zone. He's like, all right, I'm getting used to the pace, getting used to the movement. Yeah, I got blown up, but I'm getting my meter back. I have more meter advantage during the second round, third round, which is good. Goki should be having the meter advantage in those
Yep,
situations.
absolutely.
And it's finally coming through. Now the question is, what is Dagger G gonna do about it? Because he's been playing the game, he's been playing since the very beginning of the stat, but it's kind of slowing
Maybe
down.
trying its course a little bit, yeah.
Make sure you can set up the row. The row game seems to be more of a factor now.
Yeah. It's like that. This corner situation keeps playing out the same way. He's getting a lot of mileage here, but he's not getting hit with as much random damage as he was before. So Dan's staying alive, but can
Still a bit tricky for him.
yeah, he still needs to find a way out of there. Something I find works really well is with Goki to crouch tech, either with crouch strong or crouch jab and cancel into roundhouse demon flip. And
Yeah.
that's just another way out, if you don't want to, risk, wake up Tatsu, because the wake up Tatsu hasn't been panning out, or
Not at
wake up teleport even, because that's something that Remy kind of has to be on his toes in order to punish it correctly.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen him. Maybe it's just not in him right now to do that. Nice card throw.
Oh, finally busting out the card. We just talked about that.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, what's the next step? And I brought up before, like hard though could be a factor. Dagger G wants to adapt like that. Sure enough, he's like, hey, Mr. 12, I already have that on lockdown. I'm like, all right, you don't have to tell me twice. I see it. But to your point though, with the escapes, Goki has some of the better escapes in the game aside from like a Buki, and like, so far Big Dan's been more comfortable doing like Tatsu as a way to brute force his way out the corner, but there hasn't been anything in the way of like teleport shenanigans. There hasn't been any kind of demon flip escapes. A lot of these setups, if I were playing Goki, I would have been doing demon flips more so than Tatsu, just because when I think of fighting Remy, I'm not really worried about the meaty situation unless he's going to be brute forcing close forward. But even then, I'm going to be looking for the delay plays. I'm going to be looking for the plays that go into throw, the plays that go into crouching short, just
Right.
things that make it so that it's hard for Remy to get hit or get parried or whatever. And those are all openings for demon flip to be more viable, but to do it you know, in these situations where, or rather these other escapes that Big Dan's been doing, in places where frame drops are more of a factor, you know, that's going to cripple him very badly.
It's true. Like he got through the first layer of the defense was the Tatsu, but he didn't get to the second layer, which would be, you know, either guard jumping out or, you know, even flipping out.
Good jump. Oh, the deep jumping short. I like how he went for the jumping short and not the jumping fierce, because just that timing on its own right makes him kind of problematic for the parry. And Dagger
it really is.
He's showcasing this understanding of just how to jump, how to defend, how to pressure with this character that not a lot of people know how to fight against.
Even then, Dan's doing a pretty good job this game. Both rounds of just staying in it enough to just make the next decision count.
Yeah.
And
it's more competitive now.
Yeah, I think he's settled in for sure.
Nice. Oh, but too late.
Oof.
That's so there's been two moments here. The DP play a couple of games ago, and that super. And I feel like those are very, very telling of the mentality of Big Dan right now, in terms of just wanting to get stuff over with.
Right,
yeah. Because earlier on in the set, he was playing for like for Fireball Super. He was playing for a lot more safe stuff, just to kind of get things going in a way that he felt comfortable. But now he feels kind of pressured to go into those more aggressive plays towards the end. And I'm not sure if it'll pay off. He got the hit there, but no super. So like, it's like he's getting the easier plays, but he's not confirming into them. But then he'll go for the harder plays, and they're just so much more. Yeah, it's showing that he's just not completely okay with getting his damage. So on one end, he's been able to set up his defense the way he needs to. He's blocking more. He's dealing with a lot of the more crazier situations Remy can throw at him. But now he's just so locked in with that one adaptation that he's kind of forgone his easier things that can let him get the damage and enable his gameplay even further. So he needs to put 2 and 2 together right now. And it's an adjustment period for him. This is going to be a lot harder for Big Dan to seal the deal compared to Dagger G. Because, again, Dagger G, all I said was I want him to do car grab just to mix it up if that becomes a thing that he needs to do. He did that already. So it's like, crap, well, Dagger G set. he actually set.
No, it's true. I mean, and, you know, if you're going to let Remy keep you in the corner for, I mean, about 20, 25 game seconds in that last round there, I don't really see a way that you can win.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
There's like 25 seconds straight of just no challenges. I mean, right now he's keeping it in the middle, which seems to be faring a lot better than moving into the corners. Either way, you know, once you move Remy to the corner, you kind of risk getting back thrown, and then, you know, Dagger G seems to be magnificent when he has his opponent in the corner. So nice overhead.
Absolutely.
It's a good response. Oh no!
Again,
it's like you said, one of those Hail Marys.
He's just
didn't need to.
He needs to really just kind of reevaluate. I know he's in a pressure situation with the score right now, but it's not pick though. But he needs to like kind of calm his nerves, be like, hey, like Remy can't do a lot to damage me right now. Just play it safe, play it simple, get into that mid-range, do what I need to do. I'll be fine, I'll get my damage eventually. One thing Timmer likes to say all the time is that offense will come. And quite frankly, you know, Big Dan's like, I gotta push my offense down. This is my one chance, and it's tilting him a bit. Good conversion though. Was that Demon? Might have been Demon. Okay. Very basic, simple pressure from Big Dan whenever he does get in and out.
Yeah. It's been pretty effective. I mean, at least this game. Now Dagger G trying to fight his way back to point. Set point. Alright, buddy.
Super. Okay. Good conversion.
Nice. 9-7. Dagger G is at set point.
Just hearing that score, it's phenomenal thinking about it, because even though Big Dan's been kind of going back and forth, like struggling against the offense, defense, some other stuff in this matchup, he's still keeping it very, very competitive.
No, that's no joke. It's a testament to just how intelligent a player he is, that he was able to make that, like these little adjustments. That's made him competitive in the match. That in the beginning, it didn't look like he was going to be competitive at all.
Yeah. Very, very true statement.
Standard's a big brain. He does.
It's Standard
Nice.
here.
Wow. Stop him from moving. There we go. See, he's playing comfortable now in that mid range. Oh,
His whole gameplay was different that round. Entirely.
it was.
Using standing forward to deal with the low situations, using standing fierce to contest in the mid range, using the fireball super at the mid range, not far range.
Nice
Using
one
Btran
back.
for even.
Yeah.
Just on him.
See, he's staying there now, which is something that you mentioned he wasn't doing before, and it's serving him. You know, he's staying there and, you know, staying safe.
Wasn't ready for the CBK, but that's okay. You're still playing good. Tries to confirm there. Both plays.
Ooh.
Mad smart.
I really like that. That's that tempo switch he did there.
Good parrying. Wrong button though.
Yeah.
Oh, a little overzealous. Gotta keep
Oh.
it simple.
Oof.
Teleport out. You've earned it. Okay. Oh no, he wasn't ready. Okay, low. Oh, Tatsu, nice. Alright, I like that.
Nice. Oof, that was the last one too. Wow, this is insane. I didn't think, at the beginning of the set, I really did not think that Dan
He
was
tried
gonna
to
run
test that
back
man.
like this.
He tried to test that man. Did you see that? He tried to test that man. Okay, I'm sorry. Did you see that?
Yeah, like there's a lot of things just from that.
Yo, by the way, this set is godlike. Okay,
It's like
guys. By the
it's so good how he played that last game, because at one point when he had the corner control, he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna do demon flips." He had the mid range. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna go for highs.
Right.
See if you can cope with it." Even the confirmed game changed completely. Went for dash close forward. Went for the short play after. Confident. Like that's the thing he needed. He went from I'm not sure to okay, I feel a little bit better defensively to I can play my game now. I want to play my game now. Changed his jump roundhouse time he gave him.
That was nice. Nice empty jump back throw. I also like how he's not pressuring Dagger G too much in the corner. So Dagger G escapes that cold blue kick.
Nice close spheres, comfortable close spheres too.
Yeah. A lot of damage there. Akuma can do this with one good decision. Oh, gets clipped by the low love. The low EX love. Again. Yet again, Dagger G's at set point. Dad's been able to stave off defeat. See if he can do it again. Nice crouch tech. Yeah.
Okay, comfortable throws.
Oh. Nice. Could have hurt more, but I like the approach. Nice sweep.
I jump on that.
Oh, Jam DP. This is it.
Oh, no.
Teleport out. Should have teleported out, but he's still in this. He still has a lot of meter.
Gambling there.
Oh,
Tech.
good tech by Dagger. Throwing fireballs, trying to zone him out.
Whoa, the demon flip fainted the throw. Good play. Smart play.
Nice. Dan, he's just finding ways to. Uh-oh. This is exactly where Dagger G wants to be. Jump strong again, keeping him in the corner. Pressure. Cold Blue sneaks over the row.
This is really like a problem area for Big Dan. The moment he's in the corner, he's usually going for harder reads on those plays to like counteract it, but you know. He is managing to get out the situations where he needs to, tries to confirm, missing it.
Oh, I like the walk-ins. I like it. Gets the back throw. Ooh. Try to do the walk back again. Dagger G keeping him away. Yeah, just keeping him away with these loves. Nice dive kick. Good cancel on the dash there. But he's getting clipped little by little. Death by 1,000 cuts.
Oh, trying to look for the confirm off the row. I approve of that though.
Yeah, I respect it.
That was a good
Very-
bet.
That was an excellent set. Wow. Both both Remy sets turned out to be barn burners.
Wow, that was a great set, guys.
Remy's top tier.
Amazing
He's
set.
dispensing with
Wow.
the tier list.
Wow. Congratulations to our second victorious Remy. Shout outs to Dagger G. Both Dagger G and Everdred coming out victorious on Jazzy Fight Night 2. Is this the return of the Remys?
Maybe.
Might be.
Let me see some R's in the chat if y'all want to see more Remys. Press those R's, guys. Press those R's if you want to see more Remys. I know I want to. Yo, sign me up. Enlist me. I may be too old to enlist already, but, you know, I'll support. Support that Remy. Support it. So good stuff to both players. Mr. 12 Van, thank you so much for commentating, man. And, you know, tell them to tell the people where to find you, man.
So I stream
tell the people where to find you.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Amagimon, AMAGIMON on Twitch.
Can you spell that one more time, man? Just real slowly.
AMA
AMA
GIMON.
MON.
Yeah.
And Magamon.
Yeah. On Twitch.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
that's correct. Yeah.
All right.
I stream here. I do, of course, Third Strike related content. I do art content. I do a lot of different things, different games and stuff like that. Mostly fighting game related junk. I'll be throwing my own like mini tournament series, but nothing too competitive. I want to keep it a little bit lighter on that front, just because more serious tournaments require more serious work. But even then, like, hit me up. I do analytical commentary like this all the time. It's not really hard for me. It's really fun to do. Majority of the time. This match in particular was really fun to do commentary for because, again, you know, I was expecting Dagger G to, you know, maybe do a little worse, but he impressed me a lot more by how he handled the matchup against Goki. And even Big Dan making like slow adaptations. You can kind of see it, like baby learning how to, you know, crawl and to walk and paying taxes at the end. Like he played it really smart. Even like the last most play, I can't even blame him for getting hit by the standing forward because, you know, you're negative after that low forward as Goki, and you have to be so cognizant of what Remy can do after that on frame advantage. And for him, you know, he was adapting on the fly, playing his heart out. So I really, really appreciate how that match turned out overall in the set. And, you know, shout outs to both of them for doing super, super duper well on a match you almost never see.
Awesome. Frankie, any last words before we go on our final break?
It was a pleasure commentating with you, Mr. 12. It was awesome. I followed the Twitch channel because I like me some art too. So just looking forward to it. And thanks for coming on. This was awesome.
Anytime. If you guys,
long live Remy.
If you guys, you know, want me to come back again to do commentary or anything like that to help out with Jazz, you know, I'm up for it. You know, I'm in SoCal. I did a little bit of commentary for the last Jazzy offline when Ryan was there, when I was there, Vito, James, all them, Btran. So, you know, anything you guys need in the future, just hit me up and I'll do it. No problem.
Well, thank you,
Thanks
Mr.
so much,
12.
bro.
Remember, guys, follow this guy, twitch.tv/Amegamon. Did I get that right? Amegamon.
Yeah.
Amegamon. Awesome. All right, guys. So before we take our final break of the night, hey, we're kind of going through this pretty swimmingly, pretty briskly,
Oh yeah,
Frankie.
that's right.
It's good stuff.
Getting better every week.
All right, well, you got to keep pushing.
Gotta keep pushing.
That's how we do it.
Yep.
So speaking of keeping on pushing, guys, and so the poll for Jazzy Fight of the Night is open on Twitter. And so just follow me at twitter.com/mutantxp, at mutantxp. You can also follow at the Jazzy Circuit. Made sure the Jazzy Circuit retweeted my poll. And so once again, guys, Fight of the Night. And so here are your choices. We got ShivaJones versus WadeLocal, two up-and-coming players from PS4. Put on a good show for us to open up the night. G-Type versus Everdred. I don't even have words to describe that set.
Nasty,
Frankie.
just nasty.
OD. And, you know, a real sort of masterpiece with Dagger G versus Big Dan 420.
Yeah.
You know, there's really nothing that I can say that you guys didn't say about Dagger G. Just an amazing Remy player. Like, one of the very, you know, few, like, sort of old school... Because you know, people don't understand this, Frankie. Like, playing old school... Like, playing low-tier characters back in the old school days, in the arcade days, I mean, like... It was rough, man.
No joke.
It was rough. You know what I'm saying? And so, shout outs for him for learning a low tier character and sticking with him. You know, I can't help but feel a little affinity with that, Franklin? You know, just kind of devoting your life to a character that will never be better than it will never be better than the best version of you using another character, something like that, or something like that, right? But shout outs to Dagger G and Big Dan 420 again. Slowly but surely, he was starting to understand how the neutral worked against Remy. I mean, obviously it was a little too late, right? But you could really tell that Big Dan was starting to understand, okay, this is how I play neutral. You know, I bait out the booms, right? I jump over them, dive kick, you know, or I stay in my place, shoot out some low forwards. You know, and obviously, again, like I said, right, one of the third strike 10 commandments should be always parry cold blue kick. Right? You know, every time a Remy player plays parries cold blue kick, Frankie, to me that's like signing away your life. You know, you know what I mean? Because even like the most godlike reads for cold blue kick are you know, can be very risky. And so, shout outs to that set. That was a really great set. And then, of course, you could vote for this set that we have coming up next, Frankie. We got Btran versus Mami. It's going to be on Xbox 360. So we're going to take a 5-minute break so I can go ahead and set up my Xbox. And then we'll be back with the final set from Jazzy Fight Night with a special commentator, no less. And so don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be back in a bit.
Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yes, sir. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time for you to get into the character. You hit or lose or hit or win, I'm only asking you. Either you beat him or you beat him like an amateur. Either you drive or you get driven like a passenger. The fight's around the corner, so pick the one you want to. Represent your way, go head to head with your opponent. Feel it in the air, tension is electric. The glory's imminent. This is something epic, least for one of you. So what you gonna do when your enemy is standing right in front of you? Are you gonna lose? Or are you gonna prove to everyone that never thought you win that you can rule? Cause everything is in your hands, you control it. And everything that is the past, it is over. This is now, this is everything that is. So you better make the right pick. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's gonna fight you? Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yes, sir. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time for you to get into the character. You hit or lose or hit or win, I'm only asking you. Either you beat him or you beat him like an amateur. Either you drive or you get driven like a passenger. The fight's around the corner, so pick the one you want to. Represent your way, go head to head with your opponent. Feel it in the air, tension is electric. The glory's imminent. This is something epic, least for one of you. So what you gonna do when your enemy is standing right in front of you? Are you gonna lose? Or are you gonna prove to everyone that never thought you win that you can rule? Cause everything is in your hands, you control it. And everything that is the past, it is over. This is now, this is everything that is. So you better make the right pick. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with. Get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with. Get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with. Get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one. Get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's gonna fight you? Select the one to fight with. Get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7. It's a long shot, it'll never happen. To put the money on that as they laughing. I know I'm up against the best, but we fight.
How's it going, guys? Mutant XP back on the mic. We are back with more Jazzy Fight Night number 2. Joining us for this final set from Xbox 360, the landmark online third strike platform. We have Kara Palm, aka Ben, SoCal Yun player, I believe. Cali?
NorCal.
You're still in NorCal. I'm sorry, Ben. Kara Palm, NorCal Yun player. Kara Palm joining us for this set and commentary. Frankie BFG alongside myself as well. And so, guys, are you ready for the fourth and final set of the night, the premiere of the Xbox 360 3S OE on Jazzy Fight Night? Oops, that's not the right card. What happened there? I messed up. Never mind. Sorry, guys. We'll just go ahead and go to the tail of the tape instead. We got Btran versus Mami, Xbox 360 OE, tail of the tape. Btran's main Yun. He's got a Dudley. Both are from California. And Btran, definitely, as Lance said in the pre-show, a bit of a experience gap with Mami, but Btran, of course, very, very hungry. And then to join us on commentary for tonight's set, we got Kara Palm. Ben, I know that you're very familiar with both these players. Is there anything you wanted to kind of share with us in terms of insight on the set? Some of the things that maybe people should be watching for as they watch these two play?
It should definitely be a fun one. Whenever Mommy and I go down to SoCal to visit the boys, we always have good matches. I know that Vessels was saying he thinks it's pretty unfair that us Yun players get to die in 2 decisions to Makoto, but maybe the Third Strike gods will bless us already since we're playing on Xbox 360. You get the slight Zimpo buff, but that's the only thing Mommy had to say is maybe we might lose a couple of rounds to that.
Definitely. Frankie, I know you're looking forward to this set. Mami, aka Makoto Mike versus Btran. What are you looking for in this set?
So Btran, he's my Marvel 2 buddy. So I'm kind of leaning towards Btran. However, I think you give up, those 2 decisions losing to Makoto with control. I think Yun has a lot of control in the match as long as you stay active. And so I'm just hoping that nobody drops any combos because both of these guys have amazing execution.
Definitely. All right, guys. So remember, before we get into this last set, we do have a Matcherino for tonight. Just click on the donate command, !donate, to check out tonight's Matcherino. We're going to check it one more time before we start this set. And just give me some, just bear with me, guys. All right. Okay, awesome.
And Vessels is that young god. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be sick. All right. So let's just go ahead and check this Matcherino real quick. Hopefully I typed it correctly. All right. So right now we're at $262.96. A pretty good chunk of change for tonight's competitors. And so again, guys, you can donate for free. Just enter the code JFN2 for free 50-cent donations. Complete some of these sponsor quests. Complete a survey. Follow some Twitter handles. Buy some merch. Jazzy shirts. Creative Flame stickers. Remember, guys, the poll is open. Twitter.com/MutantXP to vote for Fight of the Night. And so we're going to get to it, guys. You guys are ready? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me, guys?
A bit.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and get started, guys. If you guys can hear me in the chat, go ahead and ready up, Mami. And let's go ahead and get this going here. And here we go, guys. Btran versus Mami.
I'm excited to see the first match character pick.
You called it.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Definitely less verse in the options for this matchup within with Universe Mikado. But they're definitely going at it already. Like the stand fierce punish that Mami got earlier in the round.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it. Corkscrew blow. 2. Corkscrew blow.
Dash under like Kaite. Where are we going next? Last chance. Alright. First one on the board. Looks like Frankie and Mutant might be having some technical difficulties. I'll try to hang on in there. First match was pretty fast, but that second round came down to a last decision already.
I'm in there, Ben.
Yeah, I'm going. Oh, yeah, I want to ready up. It's hard to resist.
All right, I think we might have some issues with Frankie's audio.
Gotcha. Alright, so second match starting. Like I said, that last round's already really close, so let's see what adaptations Vessels might take. He goes in right away, and we already have corner. Oh wow, big with punish and crushing and punish. Montano. Oh. That was great. Great offensive sequence. Cut the short cork and then the short throw to finish it up.
Are you ready? Go.
Good block on the start shot. Oh, nice forward dash for the throw. A little bit of a mix-up. Tick into croc style. Wow. Trying to jump probably after the standing punch.
That's cool. Final round. Engage.
Seems like so far this is who can get their offense started first. Not too surprising, but also pretty entertaining to watch. Wow, one perfect with another.
I forgot. I always have to jiggle the stick. I forgot about the timeout shade.
Oh really? For the next match?
All right. So Ben,
What's up?
can you hear me, Ben?
Yep.
So it's 1-1 right now.
Yeah, and that last match was a bruiser. Perfect to perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's a true strength of these two characters.
Yeah, right now it really seems like whoever can get their offense started first.
Definitely. All right. Let's go. Game 3, guys. Let's check this out here.
Crouching, kick, dash, throw. Wow, what a Fuki. Oh, the dash through. Oh, that would have been stun if he had done anything. And now we get some loops.
Yep, oops.
Great short super.
All right, nice quick round there.
Yeah, that was a great round. And he was just one touch away from being stunned earlier too.
Okay, but Mami fights back. Bad drop. Wow. Was that just a raw EX machine gun blow?
Yeah, I think it was. And then EX uppercut and then juggle after.
Well, Dudley is one of those characters, right, Ben, where you can press some more buttons more than other characters.
Definitely,
I guess.
yeah.
You could, right? That button entitlement, which is so very precious in a game like Third Strike, right, Ben? You know, to use a character that can press buttons a little more liberally than other characters.
Yeah, plus you also get to put the fear in them with your uppercuts.
Yeah. Oh wow, nice empty jump. Wow, raw uppercut.
Yeah, as he was falling back down after the jump away from the throw.
Wow, alright. So a quick 2-1 lead for Btran here.
Yeah, really fast matches.
See, here's the thing. Can Makoto Mike convince Btran to switch to Yun at this point?
I think Vessels was a little afraid to play Yun from the get-go, so I don't know. I talked to him just yesterday, and that's what he said. I don't want to lose in 2 decisions.
Yeah. No one does.
Yeah,
right?
and
Who does?
he and I have talked about that match before. It's just something he's not as comfortable with. So I think he probably will stick with Dud until it's looking pretty dire.
Alright guys, game 4. Btran up 2-1, making the switch to Dudley. Mami having a tough time getting in here. Okay, that was a nice
Yeah, it's the second
roundhouse.
stand roundhouse in that situation. It's worked out really well. Great dash to punish
It's not the easiest thing to parry. I mean, it's really slow, but like the moment where you have to parry is a little tricky because of the properties of that normal. All right, short to blow up the dash up. It seems. What was Mami trying to do there? Maybe red parry?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, okay. What's gonna happen here?
That was good.
Wow, Ben, backswing blow off the toward.
Yeah, that's that that Kokujin, right?
That's the Kokujin.
Ross and
nice
Pierce,
decision.
yep, and then Croxa.
It's gonna need one more mix-up here. Nice. That's so sick.
That was.
I wish I could do that,
Yeah.
man.
That was awesome.
I wish I could do things like that.
Final round now.
Alright, nice crouching medium. Oh. Oh, I like it. The moment he didn't combo into it, Ben, right? You smelled it,
Yeah.
right? The moment, like, why would you not combo? Like, that's the only reason why you would not combo, right?
Oh man, let him live though.
Oh, no, it's good. Oh, what? That wasn't the right punish.
One
Uh-oh.
shot.
2 guesses. Oh,
Alright,
okay,
we
no.
lived.
It's a, hey, yo, sometimes when you play roulette, man, you bet black, sometimes it doesn't go on that, you know?
It only takes one shot.
It only takes one shot. You know, as Bessels, right, you don't want to be discouraged, right? I mean, it is, you know, at least you didn't get parried or something.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the way the game goes.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
I think we've had pretty good dart shot super percentage, so I think what Frankie was talking about, people's execution looks pretty good. Mami with the
Yeah,
great
definitely.
dash overs.
Wow, okay, right out of it,
Yeah.
Hayate.
Earlier they started their round out by building some bar, but this time they're just going right at it.
Oh, not a good one. Oh, okay, that
Fantastic.
should be it. Very nice. Textbook Makoto round from Makoto Mike.
Prepare to strike now.
Oh, that jump back roundhouse is so good.
Yeah.
man.
Jump roundhouse, jump me and kick. She has some good jumping normals. And, oh wow. A very kind Mami tonight.
Yeah, I noticed that too, Ben. Mommy's execution has been a little off.
Yeah.
Normally a very clean Makoto. Alright, here it comes. Alright.
Good choices.
Okay.
Use the forward medium kick to keep them in their place.
Final round. Go for it.
Oh, I think he could have punished
Yeah, I
that.
think so too. It also seems like,
Wow, that was funky.
yeah, it also seems like Mami has a good read on jump timings. And yeah, yet another dash through. Got
I think that's a little bit of character unfamiliarity, right?
Probably.
Like, you know, because you never want a quick rise with Dudley against Makoto. 'Cause especially with SA2 on deck, you're just asking to get mixed up.
Yeah, normally student players don't have to worry about that kind of shenanigan. But at the same time, we also abuse it when we play against Dudley, so I'm sure Vessels is thinking about it a little bit.
Alright, so it's 3-2. Mami pulls ahead. Close set, very competitive set so far. Karapon, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely. It's not like the earlier ones where people were making comebacks that were really entertaining to watch. This one's neck and neck already, and each round
Yeah.
is been pretty entertaining.
Okay, here we go. Alright. Wow,
Yeah.
just to start out the round
Another
again.
99-second Hayate.
That sounds like a shirt. Bad 99-second Hayate. Or like a bad punk man. Wow. expecting the command grab maybe, got hit by that
And
fierce.
yeah, those normals did a lot of stun already. Looking
Wow.
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Mami's gotten a good sense of the timing that Vespa is using on his offense, and the normals he's using have been keeping him out really well.
Wow, okay. Okay, now Btran can make something happen. I like that. Oh, he missed it! And then the red parry for the style? Oh, Mami.
Oh wow, I thought he was gonna dash under Fuki there.
Oh, that's a good punish.
Yeah,
That's a good punish, man.
here we go. Expecting the quick ride.
Wow, okay.
This is good.
Okay, so that was interesting. Btran, I don't know if he did it on purpose, but you know, notice he didn't use any meter.
Oh yeah,
there,
he's ready.
right? I don't know if that was intentional or not. Oh wow, there's that EX Hayate again. We talked about that in the earlier set, Ben. Such a good move. Oh no!
Kanipon.
Nice grab. I like that he's mixing up the grabs here.
Yeah, he was using a lot of forward medium
Oh,
kick
that's
earlier,
super.
right? So those grabs are
Hard
great.
knockdown. Oh, that was sick by
Oh,
Bobby.
man.
Looking for the command. Oh no! Oh my
That
god!
was robbery.
Yo, 100% Btran was looking for command
yeah.
grab. 100% he tried to jump out. Oh my god!
Hey, like we said, sometimes
That's what
the
happens when you
way-
fuck up your combos,
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
man?
Sometimes that's the way
Right,
the game goes.
Yeah, man. Like it's a lot simpler than sometimes people think. You know, like if Btran had hit some of those supers, if he had done the setups a little correctly.
Yeah, even
you know,
off the
so-
Kanipon, he was closer to the corner than what he actually did, I think, right?
Yeah. So those little things count, and then it gives you the opportunity. You know, for me, Third Strike is all about like, you know, how many windows of opportunity can you create? You know, to get your thing going.
Yeah, and if you execute, you don't have to create as many windows, so you don't take as many
Exactly.
chances.
Because you know what happens when you build a house with too many windows.
Yeah, you're just begging for trouble.
Okay, you're just begging for trouble. All right, guys, 4-2. Mami pulls ahead a little bit.
But that last one was real close. Definitely competitive.
Oh, nice conversion. I don't even think that comboed though, man. I didn't even combo. Oh my
The
goodness.
8-second stun.
Unfamiliarity, this mutant. Ugh.
And once again, no meter spent, so we're going into with
Yeah.
almost 2.5 bars.
Oh, we could have supered that.
Oh, jeez. That's looking scary.
Oh.
We got sharks in the water right now.
Oh, we should have
Oh,
run in there.
wow.
Oh, another execution error. Oh, another misconfirmed. Oh, another one.
Yeah. Oh, alright.
Oh
See what happens.
my gosh. What did we say?
Oh, put
A
himself
house
in the
with
corner.
too many windows.
That
What?
was pretty cool. If it would have worked, it would have been great.
Oh my god, this guy wanted to put Btran on Pack It Up. Oh, okay, okay. Wow, that was not. I think he was trying for the safe jump. He messed it up royally.
Oh,
no, he
man.
got hit by the Tsurugi. Oh no. Wow. Okay.
Wow,
Staying
what
aggressive.
great
Nice
TP.
EX jet upper. See if he hits it this time. Good. Rose. Little too late for that Rose.
Yeah, but
Oh, no super again. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Mami, do not win this round. If you win this round, I'm going to end this. Oh
that's it.
my god. Should I end the stream? Should I end the stream,
you
guys?
can't leave people hanging like that.
Dude, how did I know that Mami was going to... Oh my gosh.
Sharks
how did
are
I
in
know,
the
man?
water.
How did I know?
He's looking for every opportunity now.
Oh my man, that was a Greek tragedy.
Definitely.
Wow.
It seems like we might be getting to Mami time. get to that point where he just makes all the right reads and you can't understand
Yeah.
how.
Yeah, I played him and Ryan a couple days ago. It's just, it seems like the longer the set goes, like the more like machine Mami gets or something.
Definitely.
So I hope you guys are enjoying Jazzy Fight Night 2. We are right in the thick of things with our last set of the night from Xbox 360, Third Strike OE. I know you guys remembered it. And so we're bringing it to you here now. Btran deciding to go back to Dudley. Or continue with Dudley, excuse me, Ben. And so let's see what happens here. Man, that was a heartbreaker of a game.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd be pretty demoralized.
With
I'm
the,
not
it seemed
gonna lie.
like he was at the character select screen a little bit longer. I thought for sure we were going to see even this time.
Oh my goodness. You can already tell Btran's a little bit more hesitant to go in the corner.
Yeah.
Just doesn't want to get hit by anything dumb. And you just got to accept it, man. Like playing against
Whoa,
see, like that was
the
sick.
same
I don't
leg
know
kick
Bobby
to go
did it on
through instead.
purpose. Oh, I told you not to roll when you're in the corner, Btran.
Whoa.
Okay.
That was great.
Okay, one guess.
Oh,
He's not gonna fall for that.
Yeah.
You tried that a million times. Oh, there's a punish. Oh, jump roundhouse.
Also, with the amount of meter he
What a
had, the Connie pump would have been the most damage he could have gotten, which makes it
Yeah.
a tiny bit more obvious.
Maybe try for a grab. Once,
Yeah,
maybe.
that way your next, if it's successful, your next option will kill, regardless of what
Matters
it
more.
is.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh wow,
my goodness.
that was
Oh, no, Bobby. Please. Oh, he reached him.
Yep.
That must be max range, dog. Oh no, Btran. Running for his life.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
What? Oh,
Yep.
patch this character 20 years.
Check out those
Capcom,
hurt
come on.
boxes.
Oh my gosh. Third
Man.
strike, man. Third strike. What are we gonna do?
It's really tough watching both these guys play. It just makes me want to go back down to SoCal and go back over to the Bay to get games in with everybody. It's been tough.
Yeah, man. It's tough. You know, no online third strike's rough.
Yeah,
What are you
online.
gonna do? We gotta make the best of it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Here we are. You're doing just that.
I just gotta grow the army so that hopefully some of those guys will come out offline. That's all. You know, it's not rocket science. You know, it's nothing diabolical. You know, KD has all the diabolical. I'm pretty simple. You know, he's the one with all the schemes. You know, not me. I'm just taking it day by day, man.
Coming up to the bus stop, you just throw him right under there. Oh, there we go. There he is.
Oh, there it is.
And we got some
Btran.
hideous color. Btran must know, you know, we're not at the arcade. I might as well take advantage of it. Check out these new sneakers I
respect it.
got.
I respect it. I respect it. Yeah, 100% schemer. Wonder. Alright, so Btran with one of the ugliest colors ever invented.
Alright, light punch
That looks
shoulder
like
is
a-
super good though. I already using it to go under a couple normals.
This guy looks like the member of a cult right here in his costume right here. His cult colors. Alright.
Villain in some old movie.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Part of
I
the
almost
cult
got
that believes,
the screen drag.
he's part of the cult that believes that aliens are gonna come and take him to the Saturn or something.
Cult of Zimpo.
The cult. All right. So Btran managed to eke out that.
Yeah,
game
it was pretty
or that
close.
round. Wow, delay?
Yeah.
On land? Oh, mommy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I feel like mommy's playing like at a different pace than Btran.
oh, well,
You know?
yeah. Mommy will play at a different
it's really
pace
about
than most
pace with
people.
mommy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
he controls
It's really
the pace of the
pace.
round most of the time. But that's the way Makoto should be, right?
Oh no! Makoto players should be able to dictate the pace.
Exactly. That's the only way you can win against the characters, if you can slow her down and try to play at a different pace. Oh,
Yeah, hey, I have the utmost respect for the Scientologists. One, so we good. Alright, no. The Scientologists, the Freemasons, all of them. All of them. All of them. Okay, round 3. Let's see what happens.
Final round. Engage.
Wow, good
Okay,
Zimpo.
nice command grab there.
Got the bar. Oh, he
Oh,
went
nice
for
check.
it.
Hey, it's looking good for Btran. Let's see what the follow-up is. Very solid. Nice short. Oh, that was a missed dive kick. It had to be.
I think,
Or maybe a jump.
yeah, maybe the first jump is to see if they quick rise.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
Alright. This looks good. Oh, okay. Not a bad option, I guess. You know, better than backing off.
yeah.
Could have been low parried, but you know, maybe a dash punch was behind it. Who knows? But nevertheless, good commanding round by Btran here. Score is 6-3, guys. Remember that we are streaming live from Xbox 360. I got on commentary with me Karapom, aka Ben. Thank you so much for commentating with me, Ben.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
really appreciate your participation in Jazzy Fight Night. And so let's finish strong and let's see what happens in this set. It's still pretty early. And so anything could still happen.
Yeah, Mami's got some breathing room to adapt now that Russell's is playing you. So let's see how it goes.
Wow, far standing jab. Oh wow.
Yeah, it was a good punish
Did
on
you confirm
the.
that?
Yeah, it was a good punish on the palm to get the crush me punch. Oh, man.
No.
Every Yoon player's favorite move.
Yes. Okay, nice little keep trade there.
Yeah, we got another agent. See what happens.
Nice. Oh, he messed up.
It's really hard to get
he-
the heavy
Oh,
punch
that
on
sucks.
Makoto when she's crouching there. But that's also something that Vessels really likes to do. Fantastic.
Wow,
That was
into
great.
the combo. That was sick.
Yeah.
That was pretty sick. That was pretty sick. And the meter? Did it use the meter?
Yep.
Okay.
Go for it.
Oh.
We also got some switching on Super Hearts from Mami.
Oh, nice backdash there. Interesting. Whoa! Just right outside that command grab range.
Steaming. Great
Oh, okay, I
confirm.
like it.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, bad ender.
No ender, but he got away from the corner since Mami's loaded.
Roundhouse. Nice.
Good tempo.
Okay.
Now
So
we
give
got
him meter.
body. Get that dirty.
Dude, yeah, how much that launcher took?
Exactly. Get
Yeesh.
that dirty OE scan.
Wow. I did not expect that launcher to take
Thank you, Iron Galaxy.
Wow. That looked pretty pretty beefy damage. We're gonna have to check the tape there. We're gonna have to check the replay. Yeah.
I think they need to patch this into Arcade Third Strike. I think this is the way the game was supposed to be played.
Oh, okay. Okay. I understand now. I understand. We're going to infect the arcade boards with the OE.
I mean, that's what I said at the beginning, right? Mami was said, you know, I might lose a round or two because of this, because of that bug.
Yeah. That's like how the new Fightcade, you can decrease the input lag now with a run head, so you can theoretically make it more responsive than arcade.
Yeah.
This might be the future, man.
I've been out all week, so I haven't gotten to play around with it, but yeah, I'll definitely try it out.
You know what's uglier than Btran's yin color? It's Yang's color in the background.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Right? That's like the ugliest thing about this Yun color is the Yang color in the background. Okay, so Btran. Oh, he caught! Oh, wow! Oh, he does. Oh my goodness! Do not win this round, Bobby.
Nah.
You are not allowed.
He deserves it after going for that hard read.
Oh, why did you just dash punch? Okay, good.
He
Okay.
down
All right.
before he jumped there.
All right. Moldy Yang. It does look like a moldy Yang. Looks like a chia pet Yang.
You left him out for too long.
Yeah. Jolly Green Giant Yang. Oh wow, nice conversion there. Oh, that was so smart. Ooh,
wow.
the fake.
Okay,
I wonder if he whiffed that over on purpose. That was pretty
definitely. It's the Yuki Spencer with overhead into command grab. Oh, that'll be
Oh,
it.
nice. So Btran, back in the set, 6-5.
Yeah.
I like it.
You win.
So I'm wondering if Mami's going to switch back over to SA1 or if he's going to keep trying to rock SA2. He's not getting as many
Well-
opportunities with the melody that Vessels is bringing, right?
Well, as a Yun main, Ben, I mean, you know, what scares you more? I mean, both are equally scary, right? Because Senkyushin is so good. But, like, what scares you more? The SA1 Makoto or the SA2
Definitely
Makoto?
is more scary.
SA1?
Yeah, for sure. Because you can play around, since Yun has a mobility and he has such good jumps, you can play around SA2 a lot better. And Standing Fierce is going to whiff when crouching Yun, except for a couple of strange circumstances. So you have a lot less to worry about.
Well, and lo and behold, we see Makoto Mike switch into SA1 here.
And his SA1 is super scary. Especially when he starts doing stuff like using stand around house to avoid grenades and Zempos, and then you have that super option afterwards sometimes.
Both of these two are doing so well in the scramble.
Yeah.
They're not like giving into each other's like first or second options. It's a testament to how well they know each other.
Yeah, they're both playing neutral really well and keeping up with each other's pace. That was a great super jump forward, light punch target combo.
Oh wow, the pickup.
The stand or jump medium kick. That doesn't happen every time. And oh, he almost got the great ender. Oh, good jump back parry.
Btran looking for that opening to crack it. Oh, he could have
Yeah,
super
it
dashed.
says get away from me and let me get meter. I'm trying to
Oh,
do
that was. And
my shit. Oh,
you know what's so
good
godlike
punch. He
about that,
waited
Ben?
after-
Yes, the wait, right? You have to wait.
You have to wait.
What?
Exactly.
Oh, that was Btran.
Oh, Mami went for it.
Btran, the delay.
Yeah, that was
Oh, Btran.
great comeback.
Wow, wow.
Oh, I'm really surprised that hit.
Oh, and
another
Mami
punch.
couldn't resist it. He couldn't resist it, man.
This is the kind of stuff.
It's
I
hard to resist,
see
right?
Mami just leaving the arcade over.
It's like, here it comes.
Yeah. Really surprised that hit.
Oh, wow, he used the meter, okay. Okay.
Yeah, back dash is a really
He had
good
the right
option.
read, but he
Yeah.
didn't do the right thing. Yeah. All right, so Btran quickly ties it up 6-6.
Backdash is great there because if Makoto does crouch light kick Hayate, the Hayate will whiff, you get to punish it. Only the crouch light kick hits you.
Wow.
Yeah,
I think all of the sets tonight have been very, very entertaining, you know, on all different levels. And so this is not disappointing. A lot better when Btran switched to Yun.
yeah, it's pretty crazy now. You definitely changed the tone of the match.
The set, yeah. Tone of the set.
And yeah, it was fun to see all the two different styles of Rumi earlier too.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. Yo, thank you for the raid, Arturo, NYC Furby. Please follow this man at NYC Furby on Twitter and on Twitch. Thank you so much. Shout outs to NYC Furby and Matcherino and all they do for Jazzy. All right, so here we go. Btran trying to get the Daipon on. Oh no! This might be it, Ben. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, he didn't even have to go for that. Oh, Mommy, what a message.
Man. Everything was looking great for Vessels there.
Yeah, then Mommy, I think someone rebooted.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Got the defibrillator out.
Someone defragged him. Now he's operating on all cylinders.
Oh, that was good.
Okay. Alright, let's see what Mommy does though. I feel like he's gonna like do something ridiculous right now.
Yeah, I was like, half expecting that to get parried.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay.
Wake up, stand fierce.
Yeah, right?
Oh.
Oh, I don't think. Oh, Mommy didn't know he was gonna cross up, I bet.
Yeah, I bet. Uh-oh, tough place to be. Yeah, a lot of options there.
The mash jab. Get off me, Bessel. Oh, here it comes.
See
Ooh,
that? That's Dan Pierce Swift.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. Nice
Good
call
pickup,
out.
yeah. Oh.
I think Bessel's dart shot percentage was better than his end.
Yeah, it looks so too.
Oh no, wrong button. Makoto Mike can still take it though. Oh, bad if he had parried that. Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
If he had parried that. Woo.
That was cruel.
Oh. That's just facts.
He's still winning, but yeah, it's true.
He's still winning.
He's giving up the enders for the buff Ganagin. You have to make a sacrifice.
Yeah.
The third strike gods will look down on you otherwise.
I think so. I think so. Okay, guys, it's 7-6. Yo, what up, S-Blade? Thank you for tuning in. Jazzy Fight Night, where we run 4 first to 10s on 4 different online platforms. Tonight, we had sets from PS4, Steam, and Fightcade Beta. And so right now, we are in the middle of the Xbox 360 set. We got 2 very strong players, Btran using Yun, Mami using Makoto Mike, and on commentary with me, we have Karapom, aka Ben from NorCal. And so Ben, here we go, guys. This is sort of like I don't know if you watch the UFC, but I always feel like these are like the championship rounds, right? Like the championship games. When the set's really close.
Yeah, coming down to the final
so let's
stretch.
see how these 2 players won. Yeah, definitely. So notice Btran trying to build a wall with that jump roundhouse. I don't think that's too strong of an option because of that.
Yeah. Answered your own question.
I answered my own question. I was like, well, I don't know if that's a smart thing to do because Makoto can do a lot of things to Yun.
Mommy was listening to commentary.
Oh no!
He's like, yeah, you're right. Let me show you why.
Okay, here we go.
Another good
Attention.
Zimbo.
Wow, look at the damage! That can't be right. That was a lot of damage. Man.
Does non-Ganagin still scale incorrectly? I think it's just.
I hope it does, but that just looked like a lot of damage. Maybe it's just my eyes to see.
Yeah, I think it's just the Ganagin Zimpos.
You know, I don't know why they had to fuck with the life bars.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
come
true.
on, Iron Galaxy. Like, right? Like, did they just like go into work one day going, okay, what's one thing that we don't have to change, but we will?
How about how they had to patch the super bars? Because they were super short as well.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a really important game for Mami.
Yeah.
Can he tie this
He's
up,
been stuck
or is
on
Bessel's
6.
gonna go ahead 8-6? Yeah. See, I don't know about you, Ben, but, and I don't want to be that guy, but offline, those tackles, those shoulders are not that hard to fix.
Definitely.
Right?
But that was a big Seichu, so yep, there he goes.
All right, so that ties it up 7-7. Wow, it really is. It really has been back and forth. It really has been.
Yeah, Vessel's had a nice streak once he switched to Yoon, but looks like Mami's dialed it in a little bit now, huh?
Only Pyro has unparryable shoulders.
It's like we were talking about earlier. You have to try to control the pace of the match.
Yeah. Okay.
Short line.
Oh wow, got hit by the axe kick. Oh, he didn't wait that time.
Yeah, a lot of
Or he waited too long.
yeah, a lot of choices that weren't blocking from Vessels that round.
Yes. Astute observation said.
Are you ready? Go.
Okay, let's see what Vessels does here. Pretty tight Ganasian pressure there. Neutral grab.
Yeah.
Wow, nice jump parry by Vessels.
Yeah, second time he's done that. It's great. When you have that option, it's
Oh, the Mami special to counter the Ganasian.
exactly. Yep. Oh, it's looking tough. But got him to burn the bar.
I mean, I don't know. What would you have done? Ben?
Bar's there to
You would've
use
burned
it. The faster you use your Ganasian, the faster you can get it back.
Okay. Even if it means not having Ganasian in the beginning of round 3.
Personally, I probably would have saved it, but I also probably would have lost the round because of it.
Probably, especially against Mami,
Yep.
right? Maybe. Okay. Oh wow, I wonder what Vessels tried there. He's just trying to jump away.
Yeah, it was a lot of jumps.
Oh no, this is Hayate.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that didn't even...
Huh.
Oh, Vessels got to build meter.
Yeah, tough spot.
Oh, that was sick. Oh, that was bad though.
That
He
was
messed
really
up a
good.
dive kick. I think he messed up a dive kick there.
Yeah, probably.
It looked like he messed something up. Oh wow!
Right.
And it just throws it. I mean, as a Yun player, right? You know this a lot better than I do. Like when you mess up some of those set play dive kick stuff, it just renders a lot of the rest of what you do really wonky, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't feel quite comfortable.
You just don't have those options anymore. You're in this spot that you're less comfortable with, but also the options you do have aren't nearly as good.
Yeah, definitely.
But that stand light punch anti-air that Mami used after the messed up dive kick was really good. Got him with the dash under, and he had so many options after he dashed under there too.
It's all about trying to put your opponent in situations that are advantageous to you, right? And Makoto has to excel in that.
And here's one of those other situations of picking a color.
Yep. I don't know what's up with these garbage ass colors. I'm gonna say it. These are not good colors, Btran. Any more of this and the 3S gods may punish you severely. Oh, no conversion. I don't know what Btran was trying there.
Double strong.
He's trying to hit two crouching strongs?
Double strong.
Greedy.
Yeah.
Wow, oh no.
Oh god.
Oh, too far for the Hayate to connect.
Had that delayed confirm, but it ended up worked out.
Okay. So Btran looking to pull away here. Oh
Crouch
my
down.
goodness.
Big old crouch damage.
What damage. Oh my. Wow, that took a lot, man. That must have hurt watching that.
Last cannon. Alright.
Palm. Good stuff. Ooh, that whiff jump
Yeah, pretty
fierce.
scary afterwards, right?
Ooh. Oh no, Mami had this round. Now it's looking like it's Bessel's turn.
Contesting.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
what? I love it.
Sometimes that's all you
To
need.
figure out. Good luck reacting to that.
It's payback for their shoulders.
Yeah, right? See, the third strike gods have a way of balancing the world out.
Oh man, big dive kick. Oh,
Oh, wow. Missed the 5th grader getting Asian combo. Oh, nice fake of the palm. Oh, to get under the...
great pair. Immune kick.
Oh, makes him miss bar. Now Vessels, yeah. See, I think it was a mistake for... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, he went for it. Oh,
So
Mami, no. I think where Mami really messed up is he used meter in that corner situation, Ben. Right? Because, like, really, what was Bessel scared of? You know, SA1, right?
Yeah.
And so the moment he burned that meter on that EX overhead, well, you know.
He got it back
But
so
then that
fast.
wake-up parry.
He parried the crouch heavy kick, and then he got the command grab. If he had done Kaite, he could have supered off of that, but he went for the big damage. Greedy play. Greedy boy.
So it's 9-7.
Man, crazy turn of events.
It's 9-7, I believe. And so this is a set game for Btran and his ugly ass Yun colors. And so can
It's got that light
Makoto
blue.
Mike
It's way better.
defend the... Yeah.
Unfamiliar.
Oh, look at Yang though. Oh, man. Okay, here we go.
Vessels has had a lot of really good tempos off of his dive kicks.
Oh, wow. Oh, it's gonna be an uphill climb for Mami.
Yeah, this is tough.
Oh, he should have just been a little more patient. Why jump there?
Yeah, it's a tough call. He also decided to go to SA2 first, possibly last game.
Well, then even more reason not to jump in. That's
Definitely. Stand your ground,
Alright.
parry the lunge punch, and win the round, right?
Yeah. Well, easier said than
Oh
done.
yeah, definitely.
Oh, wow, what a conversion. Just when I say that. Btran. Oh, we just let it rip.
Good punish.
Nice punish.
Fantastic.
Oh, okay. Let's see what he does here.
Wow.
Let's see what it is.
Good block.
Wow, what a tech.
One touch. Wow.
Whoa, that was sick!
awesome.
Oh, please clip that. Please
what a
clip
work.
that. Please clip that. Please clip that, guys. Xbox 360. Come on, guys. OE. Please clip that. That was ridiculous. Oh, but Btran not taking it lightly. Wants to end this now. He said he's had enough of you, Mami. Oh, so smart by Btran to change the situation. And it might win him the round here. Oh, nice. Oh, he could have command grabbed there. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh, oh, what a set. Btran takes it. 10-7. Oh my goodness.
It sounds like the score might actually.
Oh, is it
be
9-8 Btran? Oh, is it?
Oh man.
I thought it was Oh, it was I'm pretty sure it's 9-8.
I mean, it looks like Mami bounced.
I have to go back to
so-
the tape. I could have sworn that was 10. KD, you gotta count for us. Check the archives, guys. Someone check the archives. It's 9-8.
Oh,
Oh, I did.
wow.
All right, so we'll just. Oh, okay. So it's 9-8 Btran. Just tell me what the set is, guys, so I can run it. Is it 9-8? So it's 9-8 Btran. Okay. So we got to get Mami back in here, Btran.
Yeah, I'll invite him back in.
Sorry, guys. I thought that was 10. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do a million things at once. Sorry, guys.
Even more
My
exciting.
apologies. The XBL screw job. Don't punch me, Mami.
Giving Xbox
Don't punch
Live
me.
the respect it deserves. Pulling the plug early.
Okay. We're good. So it's 9-8, guys. Could have sworn that was 10. I guess I did a mistake on the score. Okay. So Btran follows it up with an even uglier, or is that the same color he was using? I think that was the same color.
Alright, so
All right.
everybody got a little bit of a breather there. There's some confusing.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Wow.
Sorry about that, guys. It's 9-8.
Vessel is not slowing down.
Yeah, he's still in there.
Like another big zip. He avoided the crouch short really well there.
Okay.
Crouch short's a really good
So-
tool for Makoto to put it into
Let's
the
see if
zip,
Mami can
the
force this.
Indian pressure.
Yeah. So let's see if Mami can force another game here. Okay, nice. Quick decisions by Mami here. Oh, bad. No target combo off the Zeppo tension.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Damn.
That's a little awkward, huh?
Okay. Well, not too bad of a situation for Mami here. Oh, well. Oh, and that's it. 10-8.
What a game.
Well, yeah, what a set. My apologies, guys, for the scoring error. 10-8. Btran. And so things really picked up when Btran switched to Yun. And so thanks to Btran and Mami for a very entertaining set, guys. And so we're gonna see if we can get Frankie back in here. But in the meantime, what were your thoughts on the set, Ben? What'd you think?
That was really fun. Vessel's Dudley was not too shabby either. He played pretty well,
No.
but yeah, obviously turned it around when he switched over to Yoon. He was playing just as fast as Mami, which is awfully hard to do.
Definitely. So congratulations, not just to Btran, but to everyone who won their set tonight on Jazzy Fight Night. I think it's pretty cool, especially during all of the craziness that's going on in the world, that maybe we can all get together, regardless of what online scene you play on, at least once a month, and just kind of remind ourselves just how much people love this game and how many people play this game. What do you think about that, Ben? We're gonna. Do you think we'll see you in a future Jazzy Fight Night? Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Representing
Sounds
some
fun.
sort of platform.
I'm sure there's a bunch of people that would have a good match for us.
Definitely. And so, guys, if you are interested in perhaps appearing on a future episode
Big players out there.
of Jazzy Fight Night, you can go ahead and fill out this form. It's let me see if I got the. I don't know if I got the. Nope, I didn't get it right. I messed up again. I think it's JFN. Yes. So for those of you who are interested in maybe appearing on a future episode of Jazzy Fight Night, you can go ahead and head to tinyurl.com/the Jazzy Circuit -JFN3S. And so definitely check that out. Just fill out the form, and me and the other online scene reps will take a look at it and see whether or not you can be a part of another Jazzy Fight Night. So yeah, there's the link, guys, to the form. Just some basic information you want to fill out. Let's also go ahead and take a look at the Matcherino. $262. That's a super vast improvement from the last show. And remember, guys, all of the players are getting paid out. Here's the percentages. So basically, everyone who won their sets are going to get 15% of tonight's fight money. Second place will each get 5%. And the players who were involved in match of the night are going to receive an extra 10% of the fight money. And so let's go ahead and see how that poll is going. I believe the poll is going to be up for another hour or so. So if you haven't checked out the poll yet, definitely consider voting. Remember, if you vote in tonight's Jazzy Fight Night of the Night poll, you will be automatically entered to win a 5 sticker pack, Third Strike stickers from Creative Flame. Shout out to Creative Flame and all they do for the scene. And so let's go ahead and take a look at some of these results. So we only have 17 votes so far, so please consider voting. How do I? I'm such a noob, Ben. I don't know how to check the results. How do I check the results? Do I have to do I have to choose? Okay, maybe let me just vote on something. Okay, so we got Dagger G versus Big Dan in the lead here. So for those of you who want to vote, Jazzy Fight of the Night, head over to my Twitter, twitter.com/mutantxp @mutantxp, and submit your vote and let us know which players you think are most deserving of Jazzy Fight of the Night. And so Frankie, one more time, can you hear me, Frankie? Are you there? Seems like Frankie is away now. And so guys, before we get out of here, just real quickly, thank you to all of the online reps, all of the guest commentators, including you, obviously, Ben, for joining me on Jazzy Fight Night. And so we're going to try to do this the last Friday of every month. And so that would mean that in July, Jazzy Fight Night will probably come to you on the 31st, July 31st. And so I'll be working hard to, along with the other scene reps, to try and come up with some more entertaining sets for you guys next month. But in the meantime, definitely follow the Jazzy Circuit. Follow Vankabot @Vankabot. Follow all of these players. Definitely check out my tweet. I have all their Twitter handles on there for you guys who want to check out some of these players. Again, congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations to everyone who participated. And we will see you guys on the 31st of July. And so, thanks. And remember, don't forget to vote for Jazzy Fight of the Night. And I will see you guys when I see you. Good evening, everyone. And have a good rest of the weekend.